I'll just close it. Well, I don't know. It's like a message from YouTube. I got it before. But you know, it's so tiny, it's hard to read.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody. We finally made it.
Yes, we're back again.
Woohoo. How is everybody? Hope everybody is fantastic. Just let me know when you see me there.
I see you on TikTok.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Sound is good.
I don't see you on YouTube yet. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There you are. I see you on YouTube now.
I forgot to. Can you pass me the cord? I forgot to plug it in.
Yeah, no problem. 1 second.
At least I brought the cord this time. It's just there.
Sound is good on both, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wiggle you guys a little. Sorry. I gotta plug in. Party! All right, we're good.
Good. All right, whenever you are ready.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now for 32 years. Here on the live, we're going to do a Q&A session. So hit that like button. Every 40,000 likes, we do 5 free questions, and we'll go through how you can get a guaranteed question answered here on the live today.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. In order to get your questions answered here and be put on the list, you can click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button, click your donation amount, and make sure to fill in all of your information. Also, please make sure that your questions are in a yes or no format when you submit them. And if you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A €5 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. 15 euros will get you 3 questions answered. 25 euros will get you 5 questions answered. And 50 euros will get you 10 questions answered plus 1 bonus question.
That's right.
Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So make sure to stick around until the end. We also have an email list in the link in the bio, so make sure to sign up there to be notified when we go live and to stay connected with us. Also, new announcement, email questions will now be going up to 10 euros per question, but we now have a Patreon where with your subscription, you will now have access to them 24/7 at the same rate as the lives.
Yay!
Yay! And you can find the link for that in the link in the bio as well.
That's right.
Thank you so much, everyone. Also, we can get started here with 5 free questions from the comments, so feel free to start putting in some yes or no questions. All right. Our first free question here is from Jenny. Jenny says, should we change flight due to the snowstorm on Wednesday?
I hear you should. Yeah, there's going to be a delay if you don't.
All right. Our next question is from Millie. Millie says, will Victor message me soon or did he change his mind?
No, he'll message you. Yeah.
Our next question is from Glitzland, who says, will I achieve financial freedom soon?
Not soon, but it is coming. Yes.
All right, our next question is from Melissa. Thank you for the gifts, Melissa.
Hey, honey.
Melissa says, will I hear from Richie this week?
I'm getting about 3 weeks, so no, not this week.
All right, and our last free question here, just for the moment, is from Shaleshni. Thank you for those gifts, Shaleshni. Shaleshni says, will Kevin and I reconcile?
I get a no. It looks like somebody new is coming in, honey. Yeah, so you have somebody new coming in for you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
That is it for our 5 free questions for now. But don't worry, if you didn't happen to get picked this time, keep on tapping that screen. And once we make it to 40,000 likes, we'll do another 5 free questions from the comments.
Well, that's all right.
And for those of you that are just joining us here, our list is still open. If you would like to get your questions answered, you can click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. Also, please make sure that your questions are in a yes or no format when you submit them. And if you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio.
That's right.
We also have an email sign-up list in the link in the bio, so make sure to sign up there to be notified when we go live and to stay connected with us. Also, email questions will now be going up to 10 euros per question, but we now have a Patreon where with your subscription you will now have access to them 24/7 at the same rate as the lives. Make sure to sign up there through the link in the bio as well. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, let's head over to our list here. Our first question is from Amaya Edmond. Hello, Amaya.
Hello, Amaya.
Welcome back. Amaya gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Amaya's first question is, you let me know Paris was coming back in March and it will be an in and out energy. Do you see when that will be changing?
It's going to take about 4 months, I hear.
Amaya's next question is, do you see when me and Paris will be in a healthy and happy relationship?
It feels late summer. I hear you can make it a little sooner, but don't rush things is what your guys are saying, okay?
All right, Amaya's next question is, do you see how he feels about me and my daughter?
So I get open-hearted, a little scared. There does seem to be nerves around being, I guess, a good role model and being a good parental figure is what I'm hearing.
All right, Amaya's next question is, do you see when I'll have more kids?
2 years away.
And Amaya's last question is, will I get hired at the urgent care I'm externing at for medical assistant?
I'm not hearing that you're going, no, it doesn't feel like it. It's going to be a different location is what I'm hearing. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Amaya. That is it for her.
Awesome.
Our next question here is from Cindy D.
Hey,
Hello, Cindy. Cindy gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Cindy says, good morning, beautiful ladies.
Good morning.
She says, clarify please. Last week I asked if Roy and Kathleen were going away on a trip. You said you see them spending time away, but not in the way I'm asking. I'm a bit confused. Is it a vacation, a day trip, or is it time spent together at home?
No, it's definitely away. I do get the sense that it is only a day trip. Like, it doesn't feel to me like it's a holiday or a long time spent away. No, it feels like a day trip.
Her next question is, do you see when that will be happening? Is it this current weekend or in the coming weeks?
Not yet. Once the weather is kind of settled is what I hear. I would say closer to about halfway through April.
Cindy's next question is, I asked for my spirit guide messages regarding the situation between Roy and I. You said it isn't going to be an easy experience, a lot of the same energy, but it will get better and things will change. Did you mean things will get better for Roy and I?
Yes.
Her next question is, are there any messages from my spirit guides regarding Roy and I as to how I should go about handling this situation in the coming weeks?
Don't be pushy. Stay open and receptive, but don't try to make things happen sooner than they're meant to, okay?
And Cindy's last question is, you said Roy and Kathleen will part ways soon. Do you see when, if any, time frame? I'm really worn out and tired from this situation.
I know. And the thing is with them, it feels like it's kind of I'm firm on the decision and then I back down, and I'm firm on the decision to do it and then I back down. So it does feel to me like they're kind of struggling with the decision to finally cut the ties. I would say it's not going to happen until a little bit later this year, but I do hear that they're already like moving away from each other, if that makes sense, okay?
All right, and Cindy says, as always, I appreciate you and the team's guidance always.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Cindy. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Astrid L.
Hey,
Hello,
Han.
Astrid. Thank you so much. She's on a flight right now.
She is.
Crazy
Is
girl.
Sarah on and recording?
I do not know.
That's what she told me was going to happen, so
Right.
just to make sure.
All right. Well, either way.
Either way, we'll send her the timestamp.
Oh, she just joined. Look at that.
Look at that. Just in time, Sarah.
All right. It's time for Astrid's question. I did see Astrid was on the chat, so she might be able to see it.
Okay. Well,
Either
if
way.
she is.
Yes, exactly. All right, Astrid gets 10 questions here, plus
Yeah.
one bonus question. Thank you so much, Astrid. Her first question here is, Happy New Moon, Sweet 2. She says, a lot of changes happening, but nothing tangible yet. A deep knowing that I have a lot coming. It's hard being in a threshold. Will the changes arriving soon, like work, Billy, or dad? What will happen first?
I do feel it's more gonna be dad stuff, but not that he's like transitioning or anything right away, but it does feel like dad stuff. So I do feel a sense of closeness and almost like a release. I would say it's more about that release of fear and the release around the whole situation with him. That's going to be the first thing.
And that will be arriving soon?
Yeah, right away is what I'm hearing.
Astrid's next question is, my dad just lost his best friend. He's devastated.
I know.
Will this contribute to his cancer returning as it did in the past? When my mom died, his cancer returned 4 months later from grief and sadness.
Yeah, I do get a yes to that. Please try not to worry about it though, because your worry will just add to that energy and we don't want to perpetuate that. So just know that it's going to be okay. He's on a journey just like we all are, but it's going to be okay. All right.
Her next question is, you mentioned October being the most severe month for him. Do you still see that month being the month he's departing, or just change for the worse? I know I can't prepare, but knowing makes it easier.
Yeah, I still do feel that October is significant for him. It isn't firm with his departure per se, but yeah, it definitely is going to be, I'm going to say around that time. So you can prepare. I know, yes, you can't fully prepare, but you can expect it is what I hear.
Her next question is, my trip home Monday was about spending time with my dad, and now it's about being of comfort and support to him and my sister-in-law who's about to lose her mom. Do you see what my main death rebirth message here is? I just want to be the light.
Yeah, I think the most important thing to maintain and understand is that we are not this physical finite body. And the reason why you're being exposed to all of this is because you're in a shifting energy and a shifting vibration, and you're starting to recognize that the soul is eternal. I think that is the most important message that you need to hear, and the thing that you need to kind of share with others as well. Okay, those who are grieving, let them know that their soul is eternal. And although the body might be cast aside, it doesn't mean that they are gone.
All right, her next question here, Astrid says, so much going on and seems tension is rising at work. I had to have a chat with Jason, and his energy is getting darker and darker. Do you see what will be happening for me over the next few months? He scares me.
I wouldn't, you want to stay on his good side. I wouldn't push his buttons. It really does feel like he's got a bit of an ego, well, a lot of an ego, not even a bit. And it does feel to me like his pressure on you is intentional. So what I would say is try to stay on his good side. You know, the adage that where you get more flies with honey. Yeah. So we're going to try to be sweet and kind and helpful in the workplace. I know he's not always an easy person to deal with, but it does feel like we've got to shift how we feel about them.
All right. Astrid's next question is, it feels like we have a similar situation as in the White House right now at work. She says, when do the scales get tipped over to be in balance again? So much injustice and unfair treatment in our team, spearheaded by the two managers, Jason and Teresa.
Yeah. I would say just be prepared that this is going to last probably about 8 months.
All right, her next question is, she says, oh, here it is. I have not heard from Billy since February 10th. Do you see when he will reach out? I don't want to get my hopes up, but it would be a nice start of my going home journey on Monday, since it's all funerals and lots of love, of course. Right.
I don't hear it's going to be very soon. It does feel like a few weeks away. I would say no sooner than 3 weeks.
All right. Her next question is, when we do you see how will he or we feel about our reconnection? I know we both know the magic is there, but allowing it to flow again is another thing.
That's right. It is going to take some time, especially because we're both on different pages right now. I will say it does feel like it's going to take a little slower now than it was maybe before everything kind of happened the way that it did. But I hear perseverance. It does feel to me like you're going to grow stronger together. So I'm not seeing this separation. It's just going to take some time for, I guess, the trust to be rebuilt is what they're saying.
Her Her next question is, will the spontaneity and frequency of his texts change to be more consistent now that he initiated, especially after he tested me to see if the door was completely shut?
Right.
I am still open to him when he does reach out.
I don't see consistency yet, but it is coming. I would say give it about 3 months before he actually is consistent, okay?
All right, Astrid's next question is, will we see each other after I'm getting back on March 15th? I'm sure he's leaving shortly thereafter to Michigan, if that's still what he's doing. Believe his start date was to be April 1st.
So I do see you seeing each other before he leaves, yes.
All right, and her last question, Astrid says, do you see how everything that just happened propelling us forward and establishing the foundation of safety and security for both of us? I want to make this work and hope he is too. Thank you as always.
So I do see that, well, one, he is not ready to let go of you. I do see that he does want this to work. He's just not sure how to make it happen. I think it's very important on your side to stay open and receptive and try not to hold an expectation of how you want things to go. Just know that they are moving forward and be open and receptive to that. The more you try to force it a certain way, the more resistance you're going to feel from this connection. So you don't want that. You want to just stay open and know that things are falling into the alignment you've asked for. Okay?
All right. And she says, thank you as always. Hope you have a beautiful weekend.
You too, honey. And
Thank
a safe
you so
flight.
much. Yes, definitely safe flight. Thank you so much, Astrid. All right, our next question here is from Sarah Miller.
Hey,
Hello,
honey.
Sarah. She gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Her first question is, good morning
Good
from
morning.
vacation.
Nice.
Since Thursday, I've been on my trip and have posted a few things on Snapchat so he's aware that I'm away. Do you see what his thoughts or feelings are about me being on this trip?
So initially very surprised, curious, not very happy. So a little bit of like, what's going on kind of energy.
All right. Her next question is, since I've been away, he hasn't reached out yet.
Mhm.
Do you see him reaching out at any point? If so, do you think when that might be and what the nature of his contact would be? Would it be a casual check-in, something more thoughtful, or another type of message?
A little spicy is what I hear, but I'm not getting that you're going to get that for at least 4 days. I would say it's going to be after, it's closer to the weekend is what I hear.
And her last question, Sarah says, I've had a strong feeling that this trip would be very impactful for both of us.
Yeah.
Do you see how it might influence his thoughts, emotions, or perspective about me and our marriage? How might it affect his actions toward me moving forward, if at all?
So the interesting thing is it's actually affecting you, which in turn changes the dynamics of your relationship. The fact that you're doing something that is so different from your personality is a big surprise and almost a like smack him on the forehead kind of energy, which is great because you're showing that he isn't just the center of your world, and he can't necessarily continue to treat you a certain way. And so it is going to shift his perspective and his attitude, I hear.
All right, and Sarah says, Sarah says,
Okay.
have a wonderful day.
You
Thank
too,
you so
honey.
much.
Mhm.
And she's home now. Not
Oh,
on her
good.
trip anymore.
That's okay.
All right, our next question here is from Stephanie Sigana. Hello,
Hey, Stephanie.
She gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Her first question is, I noticed Mariana unfollowed me this morning, and I have a lot to tell her in person. I feel terrible. Is this relationship damaged beyond repair?
No, it doesn't feel damaged beyond repair, but I do hear time is needed. So don't try to rush. It has to be on both your terms, not just one-sided is what I hear. Okay? So just give it a little bit of time. Some breathing has to happen first.
Her next question is, I'm looking to book a retreat in Spain prior to going to Italy in August. Will this be a fulfilling experience for me?
Yeah.
And Stephanie's last question is, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm very scared to launch my side business in June. Can you pick up the type of energy it will bring the world?
It definitely feels like the right thing to do, honey. And your guys are screaming at you to stop being afraid. Take this energy that you are of fear and kind of recognize that it's more excitement. You know, fear and excitement have the same kind of energy. They feel the same, right? So just tell yourself this is excitement, not so much fear. It's going to be successful. It's worth it. And it's what you're here to do. So please go forward with it without this fear.
All right, and Stephanie says, as always, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, one moment here. All right, our next question is from BP. Hello,
Hey, honey.
BP. BP gets 8 questions here, looks like.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Her first question here, she says, we get different months for conception, and I agree to wait. However, I don't think I've asked directly what month you hear it ultimately happening at this current energy.
So the reason why it's not, well, it's not solid. So it's still very movable. It really depends on you. I would say 4 months from now. So at the earliest, I would wait, but that is what they're saying. So 4 months from now.
All right, her next question is, all is fine, but can James tell that I'm on a let things be energy, as in I'm pulling back? I'm trying to show what we lack is affecting my happiness. I feel he can tell.
He can tell. Yeah. Yeah, he's not that oblivious.
Her next question is, can he tell that I haven't been closing my eyes when we kiss now? I just feel like I need this for me, most of all, to not be hurt at the time.
I'm not hearing that he's recognizing that's happening, no.
All right, her next question is, this morning, which is his birthday today, he said he's more happy this year than ever, and this is his best birthday ever. However, when he's mad, he says otherwise. Is he really happy now, or just saying that?
No, he's happy.
Her next question is, will or has Desiree, his baby mama, called him just to tell him happy birthday today, as in they have that bond still?
They don't have that bond still, but I do get the sense that she may overstep that way. He doesn't feel receptive to her, though. So I wouldn't worry.
All right. Her next question here is, has James thought about marrying me in the future lately at all? He seems like more and more loving.
Yeah, he definitely has thought about that, honey.
BP's next question is, do you still get engagement this year in November?
Yep.
And BP's last question is, do you hear his feelings and thoughts for me since starting over? One time he told me I was a man's dream, but I don't know if he still feels that way.
Yeah, he still feels that way. You know, he goes through a bit of a cycle sometimes, and it really does feel to me like at the core of him, he's very happy to have you as his partner, honey, and that is the thing that's the most important. So yeah, maybe he says things he doesn't mean, I hear very often. And he does it just because it's almost like a reaction. He's not even recognizing that he's doing it, so it can be problematic for you guys, but at the core of things, he really does care about you.
All right. Thank you so much, BP. That is it for her.
All right.
And just to let you all know, our list is now closed for this live, so we will not be taking any more new donation questions to be added onto the list. We will just be finishing off everyone who has already donated. And I will go over our list now, so if you have donated, just keep your ears open for your names, and I will go over that right now.
All right.
Next up on our list from the top is Sandra Phelps, then Erin Early, then Carrie An, then Cruz, then Stacy K, then Andy Dion, then Lisa Lopez, then we have Gemma Jones, then Connie Newman, then Rosa Lano, then Nicola Ruben, then Trin Nguyen, then KB, then June Riley, then Kai H, then we have Greg P, then Candy O, then B Matthews, then we have Kimber Pel, then Marie Lou Fortin, then Julie Starkey, then Terry B, then Alesia M, then Autumn, then we have Erica A, then Jennifer Bowman, then Despina Cianao, then Rael Z, then Matild GP, then Brianna H, then Meta G, then Ashley M, then we have Patty A, then Punam Kangura, then Liia B, then we have Marina V, then Andrew Baker, then Shikina Thomas, then Stephanie Sigana, then Alyssa Jarvis, then Cassidy S, then Rebecca Combs, then Anushka R, then Ebony Carol, then Kira B, then Sherry D, then Danielle FAO, then Crystal Emite, then we have Sporty C Ki, then Pauline Tesco, then Shamil Jones, almost there,
Okay.
then Kim White, then Vanessa H, and that is it.
All right.
Thank you all so much. Yes, definitely a long list, but don't worry, we normally get through that quite fast.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you so much to everyone who has donated, and of course, thank you for all of the gifts and the tapping.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, back to the top here. Our next question is from Sandra Phelps.
Hey,
Hello,
honey.
Sandra. She gets 5 questions here.
Okay.
Her first question is, she says, "Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Hope all is well.
Same for you.
Will I hear back for any of the interviews I had in the past 2 weeks?"
Yes, you will.
Her next question is, "Do you see me getting the job working for the state or working at Peninsula Family Clinic?"
It feels like family clinic, honey. I'm not hearing this date.
Her next question is, "Am I currently pregnant?"
No, April.
All right, Sandra's next question is, "Will I be in a new job by the end of March?"
Not that soon, no.
And Sandra's last question is there anything my guys need me to know at this time?"
Things are moving along pretty quickly. You gotta relax. Don't be so stressed about the dynamics of the situation, especially around work, I'm hearing. And just relax. That's the biggest message they have for you.
All right, and she says, "As always, thank you for answering my questions. Hope you ladies have a wonderful day."
Awesome, you too.
Our next question here is from Erin Early.
Hi,
Hello,
Erin.
She gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Erin's first question, she says, "My parents are in court today to get a change of venue for getting custody of my niece and nephew. Since we have to have this proceeding first, do you see when my parents will be getting custody of the kids?"
It feels to me like it's going to be about 8 weeks.
Erin's next question is, "The orthopedic surgeon wants to send me to a specialist in Pittsburgh, but I know there are closer ones.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see my best outcome in Pittsburgh or Danville?"
I do hear Pittsburgh, yeah.
Erin's next question is, "I keep having these crazy dreams about bad things happening to Kenny. Are they just dreams? Because I've been listening to some intense books lately."
It does feel to me like it's just your worry manifesting itself in that energy. It doesn't feel to me like you need to worry. So I would say it is just dreams, yeah.
All right. Erin's next question is, "With everything going on with my shoulder, do you still see me opening my shop before Mother's Day?"
You are supposed to, but yeah, it feels to me like the shoulder, it's still going to be an issue when you open up, but it's not going to be as severe as what I hear.
And Erin's last question is there anything from my guides?
Yeah, so make sure that you are leaning on those around you. You have support, you're not alone, and that is the thing that you need to remember, that you don't have to do it all by yourself, that you do have the support that you need, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Erin.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Carrie An. Hello,
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie An gets 5 questions here,
Sounds good.
and welcome back.
Hmm.
Her first question is this new investment coming up a good move? I think that's the partnership that you were talking about.
Yeah, it does feel to me like there is. Just make sure that anything that you are doing here, that you are reading the fine print I hear. But yeah, this does feel like a good match for you. Yeah.
Carrie's next question is, should I go back this summer to see family?
Yeah, I hear you should. Yeah.
Her next question is, will my cousin's husband be able to overcome his cancer?
So I hear temporarily. So it does feel like there might be a bit of a remission or a bit of it like it's coming back again. So I don't hear indefinitely, but yes, for a little bit.
Carrie's next question is the close family member that's passing my grandfather?
No.
And Carrie's last question is, will my son get his driver's license this summer?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Carrie. That is it for her.
Awesome.
Our next question is from Mari Cruz Munoz.
Hello, hello.
Mari Cruz gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Always good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
She says, good morning,
Good
ladies.
morning.
Hope you are both doing well.
You too, honey.
Do you still see us as a company getting the ERC credit?
Yes.
Her next question is, do you see me getting a distribution from the company in May?
In May, I hear not May. Yes, I still hear the distribution. I'm just not getting that it's going to happen in May.
Mari Cruz's next question is, I need to study to get my EA license. Do you see me passing this test?
Yep.
Her next question is, if you do see me passing the test, do you see when?
I got June, so it does feel like the summer.
And Mari Cruz's last question is there anything from my guides?
Yeah, you've got a lot of busy energy in the thoughts, so we've got to get our thoughts under control. Too much is going on inside. We've got to slow down and get your focus. Refocus yourself, honey. Stop worrying so much and get out of your own head, okay?
All right, thank you so much, Mari Cruz.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Stacy K. Hello,
Hey, Stacy.
who gets 5 questions.
Sounds good.
Stacy's first question, she says, good morning,
Good
beautiful
morning.
souls. Eric recently re-entered my life. Do you see how he feels about me?
It feels good. I'm going to say very open. Hoping for something big here is what I get.
All right, her next question is, will Eric and I be in a committed relationship?
Yeah.
Her next question is, do you see what month I will get a new job?
A new job. I'm not seeing anything for a few months. I would say not until July, honey.
All right, Stacy's next question is, do you see what month I will move?
It's cold out. I would say it's going to happen around November.
All right. And Stacy's last question is, will I move to a nearby city or on the other side of the state?
No, it's nearby. No, it doesn't feel like you're going that far.
All right.
Okay.
Our next question here, yes, that is it for Stacy.
Okay.
Just did nearby city or on
That's
the other
right.
side of the state.
That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Our next question here is from Andy Dionarin.
Hey,
Hello,
Andy.
Welcome back. Andy gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Andy's first question is, I haven't heard back from the interview I did 2 weeks ago. Do you see if I'll still get this job?
I do hear you're gonna. Yeah, I still hear it. Sometimes they take a little longer than they should, but if you are feeling comfortable enough, I would reach out.
All right. Andy's next question is, do you see when I'll buy a house?
I'm hearing still 2 years away. Actually, here's what I get. The ideal home is 2 years away, but you could find one as early as 8 months, but I'm hearing you should wait for the 2-year mark.
All right, and Andy's last question here is, will I get the abandoned building from the city to start my nonprofit?
It does feel like you will. It comes with a catch, I hear, though, okay? So just be careful how you work this out, is what I'm hearing, okay? So it feels almost like it's a little too good to be true kind of energy.
All right, thank you
Okay.
so much, Andy. That is it for him.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Lisa Lopez.
Hey, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. Lisa gets 6 questions here.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa's first question is, hi, ladies.
Hi.
As you know, I finally spent time with Alex last week. I was happy to finally see him, but now feeling like I'm just an option as he's on a dating app. Do my guys have a message on this, as I'm trying to not feel so down?
Right. So again, with Alex, still trying to figure out life in that selfish energy. So it's not going to change anytime soon. It is good that he has opened back up to you, but he's not looking for the same thing you are. So you guys are not on the same page right now. That does change though, okay? So don't get too caught up on the fact that you guys are on different pages. It will get better. I would say that right now you are kind of in that option energy. So for him, he can go do what he wants to do and then come back to you, okay? So you may have to reflect on that a little bit and decide what you want to do with that.
Lisa's next question is, I sent him a long, heartfelt message and left him alone. I'm bothered he didn't have anything to say or respond. It's a one-way relationship. Do you see why he came by? Was it for his own needs? Feeling annoyed that I couldn't get an answer back.
So it does feel to me, again, that it's selfishness. He still has room to grow, and he still has room to grow up. is the biggest thing. I would say that you are not going to get the fulfillment you're looking for in connection to this situation, at least not right now. It's going to take him some time to get to the point where he starts to feel a little bit more responsible for his actions. At this point, he's just doing what he wants to do and he doesn't care about anything else.
Lisa's next question is, you mentioned the worst isn't over yet for us. She says, what did you mean? Like, is something heartbreaking going to pop up? Not sure I can handle any more surprises.
Just that he's really worrying about his own needs and not so much about anybody else. So that's the worst of it. I would say it's going to be a little bit painful for you because you are very open, ready, and receptive. And he's just not there yet. So that is going to be tough for you.
Her next question is, the last 6 months were difficult with no contact with Alex. Do you see when we'll be speaking more regularly again?
Not until the summer, I hear.
Her next question is, I've applied for a position at Progressive Insurance as a field estimator trainee. They reached out for me to complete an assessment. It is a bit of a far drive for me, but do you see this panning out into something for me? Not sure if I should continue.
I get a little bit of resistance. The only reason why is because you don't necessarily have to settle for this job. It feels to me like you have other options. Your guides are really saying that it's not really what it's being presented as, so it's not going to be as good as it sounds, I guess is the best way to describe it.
All right, and Lisa's last question is, I have reached out to a program to get info on starting an appraiser license. Should I take this program as I'm a bit confused still which direction of work to go into? Thank you.
I would take it. It's always good to have a little bit more under your belt, even if you don't utilize it. It just gives you a better resume and it helps you stand out. So I would take it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is it for Lisa.
Okay.
Also, great job, everyone, with the tapping. We just made it to 40,000 likes. Amazing job. That was very, very fast. But we do still have quite a bit of a list to get through here, so feel free to keep on tapping that screen, and once we make it to 80,000 likes, we will do our 10 free questions from the comments. Thank you so much again, everyone. Also, for those of you that are just joining us here, our list is closed for this live, so we will not be taking any more new donation questions to be added onto the list. We will just be finishing off everyone who has already donated. Thank you so much, everyone who's already donated. But remember that at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So make sure to stick around until the end.
That's right.
We also have an email list in the link in the bio. Make sure to sign up there to be notified when we go live and to stay connected with us. Also, new announcements, email questions will now be going up to 10 euros per question, but we now have a Patreon where with your subscription you will now have access to them 24/7 at the same rate as the lives.
Yay.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And I will go back to our list now. Our next question on our list here is from Gemma Jones.
Hey,
Hello,
Gemma.
Gemma gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Gemma says, hi.
Hi.
Do you see when Ray will message me, please?
It feels to me like not until April, honey. There is another person or somebody else involved that's in the way or blocking.
All right. Gemma's next question is, we just lost our dog Oscar.
Aww.
Does he have any messages for us? I miss him a great deal.
Yeah, still around, honey. I'm young again, or I'm like feeling peppy is the energy that I'm being told. So I will say the message is I'm still there. I'm still here. I get the sense that you've felt his presence. You've physically felt your puppy. Not a puppy anymore, but it was a puppy. And very much still there, honey. Very much still there. I get the sense that you are going to be, so you're gonna get a new dog is what I'm hearing. And it's gonna be one that's led to you. Okay, so your doggo is gonna bring one to you.
All right.
Cutie.
And Gemma's last question is, will me and Key still get a council house? Thank you.
Yeah, you will. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, but yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gemma. That is it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Connie Newman.
Hey,
Hello,
Connie.
Connie gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Connie says, my partner is trying to find a job so he can move back home. Will he have a job at home in Niagara for May 1st?
May 1st, I get, yeah, actually, they're saying 2 months, so yeah, it looks like it.
Connie's next question is, he has already given notice at the rental he had in Ottawa. He has already given notice at the rental he had in Ottawa, so he only has 2 months left. Will he live in Niagara or Ottawa Valley in May?
Niagara, yeah. Yeah, he's being pulled there. Like, it's meant to be.
All right, and Connie's last question is, do you see him in the car industry when he gets a job in Niagara?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Connie. That is it for her. Our next question here is from Veronica Gomez.
Hi,
Hello,
honey.
Veronica, welcome back.
Should I just, before we do that, turn that on?
Oh, yeah,
It's
of
getting
course.
chilly.
You're cold.
I am cold.
All right.
Not enough light.
One moment then, Veronica.
And then we'll do yours. Thank you, love. That's
Yeah.
good. Just at that. Yeah, that's
That's
perfect.
perfect?
Yep, yep, yep.
All right. All right.
Just
back
takes
to her
the chill off.
questions. Yes, of course.
Thank you, my love.
No problem. All right. Back to Veronica's questions here. Welcome back again. She gets 10 questions.
Wow.
Plus 1 bonus question. Thank you so much. Always good to see you. I'm glad you could make it this time.
Me too.
All right. Veronica's first question here. She says, I was thinking of changing my last name back to my maiden one. Should I?
I don't get resistance to it. It isn't necessary, but you could.
Her next question is, with all the airplane crashes, I'm worried about Yaneli traveling abroad during the summer. Will she be okay?
Yeah.
Her next question is, Alfredo hasn't gotten a job yet. Will he get a job in March?
He has a job coming in. I would say it's still about 3 weeks away.
All right, her next question is, Yaneli got accepted to the abroad program, but they said if they don't get enough people, it can get canceled.
Yeah.
Do you see the Sussex abroad program happening in summer, or will it get canceled?
I don't see it getting canceled, so it will happen.
Her next question is, with the financial aid and her savings, will Yaneli have enough to cover all the expenses for the program?
Not fully. It does look like there will be a little bit of a shortfall, but it doesn't seem like it's not manageable, so it will be something that can be worked out.
All right. Her next question here, Veronica says, I have really bad pain in my right heel. Is something wrong with my heel?
I would get it checked, but energetically what I hear is worry about the future. The right side of the body is always energetically your future, and the fact that it is your foot just tells me you're worried about your stability, you're worried about your ability to maintain your household and take care of yourself. It's really about that. You can go get it checked, but energetically that's what's going on, okay?
All right. Her next question is, I'm trying to get out of my head with this real estate stuff. What do you see?
You don't need to worry about it, honey. Everything is going to fall into place. And once you have finally relaxed and let go of, I will say, the fear that you're holding on to, things start to fall into place very easily for you, honey. Yeah, you're going to be just fine. It just takes a little bit of energy shifting for you.
All right. Her next question is, I know with me not doing any real estate, I've pushed us moving.
Yeah.
Do you see when we'll be moving now?
It does feel like there's been a year added to it, but that's okay. I mean, the wheel always comes back around again, and you always get an opportunity to try again, so don't stress it. Yeah, it's not a big deal is what your guys are saying, okay?
All right. Her next question is, we got Alfredo a car. It's a 98 Toyota Camry. Will it be a reliable car?
It'll have some things that I will say yes and no. It's got pretty good bones, but it does look like there might be some electrical issues, okay?
All right. Her next question is, Boots, Yaneli's cat, licks herself a lot to the point she has some bald spots. Do you see why she is doing this?
Okay, I do see that there is, okay, you gotta get the cat checked out, I hear. It does feel like a circulatory issue, which usually means that we're getting too close to having like a heart attack or having an issue that way, okay? It is important not to leave it is what I hear, okay?
All right, and her last question, Veronica says, my mom is starting to forget stuff. Do you see how she is? How do you see her?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to kind of get used to it. It's kind of a saving grace in a way because she does struggle a lot with being here, but also with letting go. I will say it doesn't look like it's going to improve, so that forgetfulness is going to continue to happen, and she is starting to go down is what your guys are saying, so she is going a little bit downhill. So just, you know, be there for her as much as you can be. There's not much that you can do to change what's happening.
All right. Thank you so much, Veronica. That is it for her.
Awesome.
Our next question here is from Rosa Lano. Hello,
Hi, Rosa.
Rosa gets 3 questions here.
All right.
Her first question, she says, hi, ladies.
Hi.
I hope all is well.
Same for you, honey.
Did I choose the correct lawyer to represent me?
Yes.
Her next question is, will I be able to drive legally soon?
I hear you will be able to. Yep.
All right, and Rosa's last question is, do you see a relationship for me? I've been with the same person for years. They just can't provide in the relationship.
So is she asking if I see a new relationship for her?
I believe so.
Yes. Not yet, but I do see a new one coming in. I'm hearing it's still a ways away before that happens. So the change between, it's about, I would say 8 months from now.
All right. Thank you so much, Rosa. That is it for her. Our next question here is from Nicola Ruben.
Hi,
Hello,
Nicola.
Nicola gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Welcome back. Her first question, Nicola says, hello.
Hi.
Charles has gone away on holiday. Has he gone away on his own?
It looks like he has, yeah.
Her next question is, will I still get to go on holiday still with Charles this year?
Later, but yes.
And her last question, Nicola says, do you think I will get to see him this weekend? He says he's back home on Wednesday.
I'm not here. So I don't get a firm no, but it is not as probable as maybe the following weekend. I get a little bit of like, there might just not be enough time for it to happen this weekend. You can pull for it, I hear, but I'm not getting a firm yes, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Nicola. That is it for her.
Okay.
Yes. Do you think I will get to see him
That's
this
right.
weekend,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Our next question here is from Trinwin.
Hey,
Hello,
Trin.
Welcome back. Trin gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Her first question, she says, hello, ladies.
Hello.
Long time no see. Hope you are well.
You too.
My ex and his parents had an argument, and in result, they are no longer able to see my son. Do you see what the reason was? He misses his grandparents.
You know what it feels like? It's almost like, so juvenile, really. You have to pick me kind of energy. So that's what it feels like. Like you've got to pick me and you've never done the right thing kind of thing. It's really in the head type, but it really feels to me like immaturity and it's about me. You got to pick me.
Trin's next question is, my son has expressed that he wants to live with me. Do you see this happening in the future? If so, how long?
I don't see it happening. I'm not getting a yes for anytime soon. I do see that he wants this, but it feels to me like there's like there's something in the way stopping that from happening. I would say it's probably the other side of the family. I would say it won't happen for at least 3 years if it does happen. Okay, so don't get your hopes up is what I'm hearing.
All right, and Trin's last question is, should I open a CAS case in regards to my ex? He has shown signs of neglect and our child comes first. I worry what happens in their home. Will it get messy if I do?
It will get messy. Also, he is very retaliatory in the way that he is, so I would be cautious about doing it. However, anytime that you are concerned about abuse, there is a responsibility on your part to say something, and it is all confidential, so I will say you don't have to worry about that. They're not going to go and tell him who said what, but I think err on the side of caution. So if you do say anything, ask them, you know, make sure that you have something to prove it, I guess, and ask them to be discreet about you and your situation is very sensitive. So be careful is what I'm hearing. Okay, caution. But you definitely need to say something if you're worried.
All right. Thank you so much, Trin. That is it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from KB. Welcome back.
Hello.
KB gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Their first question is, do you see when Chef will fly me out to LA to see him?
Oh, I got July.
Her next question is Miles going to ask me to be his girlfriend soon?
No, it doesn't look like it. It does feel like there's an attraction there, but there is not a desire to commit.
All right, and KB's last question is, do you see when Miles and I will get married?
It doesn't, no, I don't see marriage right now. What I'm hearing is you guys are meant to have fun together, but you're not necessarily in that momentum of commitment the way that you're wanting it. It's one-sided, so it feels like you're committed or you're wanting it, but it feels like this individual is maybe still a little bit juvenile and a little bit childish about that kind of thing, isn't even thinking about that stuff. So you're on different paths is what it looks like. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, KB. That is it for them.
Okay.
Our next question is from June Riley.
Hey,
Hello,
June.
Welcome back. June gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Their first question is, hey ladies,
Hi.
hope you are both well.
You too, honey.
She says, Rebecca, that's 3 times I've told Carlos no for money. I feel like he hates me.
Oh.
There has hardly been a word between us. Can you see how he's feeling?
You know, he gets upset, but it is important that you say no. Your guides are like, you gotta make sure you say no. He does feel upset. He'll get over it, is what they say.
June's next question is, Carlos doesn't and hasn't really told me anything about himself or family matters since I've met him. Will this change as I can't continue to try to have conversations with no substance? It's
Right.
driving me insane.
It feels like he doesn't want you to know certain aspects of his life just because they are complicated. I don't see it changing anytime soon. It does feel like there's a side of him that he wants to keep hidden, protected, and to himself, I would say.
All right, and June's last question is, can you tell me if Carlos ever purchased his passport or visa to come visit me, or did the money go on all his debts?
I don't see that he's purchased the visa. However, I do see that coming soon. So I would say not to worry. It does feel like it went to his debts, but I do see the visa being purchased next month.
All right, and June says, thank you so much, ladies. I so appreciate you
Aw,
both.
thanks, honey.
Thank you so much, June. Our next question is from Kai H.
Hey,
Hello,
Kai.
Welcome back. Kai gets 8 questions here, looks like.
Okay.
Their first question is, after these past few times, we have literally spent all night with each other for a couple of days. Is that what you were referring to when you said there will be much more before the end?
Yes.
Kai's next question is, one of the past times Melissa and I had sat down for hours just talking about what she wanted to do career-wise and future. I only said what I thought Spirit wanted me to. Is she starting to see the truth?
I would say yes. It is a bit clouded still, but yeah, I think so.
Kai's next question is, after that talk, has she seen me in a different way, like the talk made her see potential?
Yeah.
Kai's next question is the timeline now to the end of March for the breakup? I know it shifted again, but I just don't know how much. My friend read for me next year, but that just seems too far off, and I hope not for either of our sakes.
I don't get that it will be for next year, but just know that it is complicated with the other energy involved, because the other energy involved has a way of kind of overriding her desire and wants. So although that I may feel clear in the moment when I'm around this other person, that changes, right? I would say it's not going to happen by the end of March. I don't get a confirmation on that. No sooner than 4 months, but it doesn't feel firm, okay? So that does feel like it could shift.
Kai's next question is, I just left her house earlier this morning and she seemed off. Was she mad at me? Tired? I know I worry. I just don't want things to cause a fight between us again.
I don't get the sense that she was mad at you. No, it does feel to me like, you know, there is this emotional turmoil within her, and it is stuff that's going on for her, nothing to do with you, is what I hear.
Kai's next question is, she talked about what she wanted to do with her future career ideas and volunteer work. Even started opening up on her spiritual side, including me in it to where she wanted to start a company with me. Is this her planning her side of the future between us?
I would say that it is. However, I don't see a business together. So I would say it's more of like trying to bring union to the two of you, but it's not necessarily going to work out. Okay, so don't get too caught up on that.
All right. Kai's next question is, am I doing anything good and or productive with the talks and constantly sitting and listening / validating her for things?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's having a very great impact on her.
All right, and Kai's last question is there anything that Spirit wants me to know about what is happening this year, assuming it's not just one more month with Melissa and Devin?
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time for things to fall into place the way that they need to. Continue to be yourself with her. Be open, receptive. Don't hold a certain expectation other than things are going to work out, okay? That's all you got to worry about. Don't hold timelines and things like that, because those things can be moved. You can bring them in sooner, you can push them out. With worry, it can go away, way farther out, and with you know, this open and authentic energy, you can bring it in sooner. So it's very important that you keep yourself in the right vibrational match to her, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Kai. That is it for them.
Okay.
Oh, wait one moment here. Oh, there's one more.
One more? Okay.
Sorry, no, that is it.
That is it?
My
Okay.
timestamp just went away for some reason.
Oh, weird.
That's okay. All right. Our next question here is from Greg P.
Hi,
Hello,
Greg.
Welcome back. Greg gets 10 questions plus
Nice.
one bonus question. Thank you so much.
All right.
Always good to see you.
Yes, absolutely.
Greg's first question here is, blessings and happy World Wildlife Day to everyone.
Nice.
Awesome.
I didn't know.
Greg says, I'm hoping that March is going to be a very important month for me. Are there any positive developments headed my way this month?
So I do see you securing work. Yeah, so that's definitely positive. It is going to be a good month for you. It does feel more towards the end, but yeah, it's a good month.
Greg's next question is, I'm trying to get a job as an advisor to one of the new ministers. Do you see how this will develop?
So more communication, I hear, but it does look like it's going to happen. You don't have to stress or worry about it. It's more about just being actively involved with the group concerning the position, okay? So you're going to get in there quite easily is what they're saying.
Greg's next question is, yesterday I submitted a project proposal to name a park after a very important person. Is this proposal appreciated? Will it happen?
I feel like it will. Yeah, it definitely, it's a great proposal. And what a great way to remember somebody.
Greg's next question is, writing a nature state of affairs and recommendations document. Going to submit it within the next coming days.
Nice.
Do you see how this document will be received? Will I get invited to explain it?
I do see you will. It does feel like there are going to be a couple of people who are maybe a little bit, there's a little bit of a pushback with 2 people. But with everybody else, very open, very receptive, and very accepting of it is what I hear.
Greg, the next question is, are there any other things that I can do to improve my chances of getting hired as an advisor?
You know, I think the most important thing, honey, is just to make sure that you are kind of mingling with the group of people and those around the area, the situation, and the hiring aspect of it. You got to make your presence known. So you just got to make sure that they know your name. Yeah.
Greg's next question is, do my guides have any messages for me concerning attaining this position and moving forward?
It's going to happen, so don't stress it. The most powerful way for you to actually get this to happen for you quicker is visualize yourself moving your visualize carrying a box into the office or into the building, like showing yourself on an intuitive level and manifesting it with imagery, because you're really good with that. So get into a nice meditative state and see yourself taking a box full of like the office stuff that you're gonna need, a laptop, things like that, into the building. So you're getting ready to go. You want to make sure it's a movement type visualization. That is the fastest and strongest way for us to have things come into our life.
Greg's next question is there anything I can do spiritually to help shift the speed of a timeline? In other words, if something seems to be taking too much time, is there a way I can energetically bring about a shift to speed up a process?
So with some things, yes. I think it's very important that you understand that certain timelines have to be maintained based off of circumstances, okay? So we can't change every timeline, but certain ones, absolutely. And the easiest way to do that is to be open and receptive and let go. When we are holding on so tight that it doesn't have room to move, that is what stops the momentum of things. Worry and where you are internally, if you feel good about it, it's going to come in sooner. And really lean on your guides there. Ask for their assistance. That is something that people don't do enough of, is ask their guides to make it happen soon.
Greg's next question is, there is a situation of timing of receiving an income at hand. Is there any indication when I will be receiving an income from a job?
Still feels about 3 weeks, honey.
Greg's next question is, as advised, I have chosen and stated clearly to accept my role and to accept this challenge. Is there a certain moment ahead out of which I will notice that this will unfold accordingly? Is there any how and when indication? I
think for you, the minute that you no longer stress about it is when you're going to recognize that everything is falling into place, okay? I will say there is a male energy that is going to be fundamentally important here. This is somebody who is not directly connected to, let's say, the work that you're going to be doing, but on the sidelines of it. So it is somebody who is going to be pivotal in helping you. It's like they're literally putting their hand out to like pull you along. They work in environmental, but it feels to me like it's a different type of environmental. So it's more about, I'm being told, like resources. So oil, water, lumber, things like that. Like it's resources is what they're showing me.
Greg's next question is, do you see how March and April will be developing for me?
So by the end of March, it looks like you're going to be signing a contract. So it does look like you'll be working. And it does feel to me like April is going to be a bit challenging just because you are learning a new role. However, it is something that you are going to be comfortable in. It just has to take a little bit of time for you to feel confident in the role. Accept it though, regardless of whether you have all of the things that are required there. You will learn how to effectively work it. April just feels a bit stressful because you are learning a new role, and it is a little bit out of your comfort zone is what they're saying.
All right, and Greg's last question here is there any news or advice from my guides on what I can expect in the coming 2 months?
That's pretty much the same one, same question, but I will say, spiritually speaking, we're going to lean more on asking for their support, giving them permission to move timelines, to move things along. I think it's very important for you to understand that your guides do have the power to help you in a more tangible physical way. It's not all just fluffy and spiritual. They can help you in the physical if you give them permission to do so. So practice that, okay? Practice giving them the permission that they need to help you have the physical manifestation of what you're asking for, okay?
All right, thank you so much, Greg. That is it for him.
Awesome.
Our next question here is from Marie Loon Fortin.
Hi, honey.
Hello, Marie Loon. She gets 10 questions plus one bonus question. Thank you so much. All right, Marie Loon's first question here, she says, do you see if the place I'm meant to rent is already available?
No, not yet.
Her next question is, I'm looking to rent between Renfrew and Cobden in Ontario. Will I find in this area?
You will, yep.
Her next question is, do you see when I'll be finding my place?
They show me August.
Her next question is, do you see when I'll move?
August.
Her next question is, do you see around what price my rent will be? Everything is so expensive, but I'm manifesting something that I won't worry about being able to afford.
Yeah, I am being shown 1,200. That seems kind of low, but it feels like you'll be able to manifest it.
Her next question is, do you still see my boyfriend asking for my hand in 6 months? So I guess around August, as mentioned before?
Yep.
August is the month. Her next question is, do you see what will make him not do the full term of his deployment? Wondering what the reason will be. If it will be because of personal reasons or work deciding for him.
Work deciding for him is what I hear. Yeah, it's definitely not a personal thing on his side. It feels like being relocated. So being located here and then being told I need you here kind of thing.
Her next question is, do you see what will make him... Sorry, we just did that one.
Yeah.
Her next question is, you said I just feel it and know when my boyfriend will shift in deeper commitment towards me, meaning when he just knows he can't see his life without me in it. Do you see around which month this will happen?
So I feel like this shift will happen pretty quick. I would say probably around 4 months. But you'll really have a strong, deep bond by December is what I'm hearing.
All right. Her next question is, will he tell me he loves me soon? I can tell he wants to sometimes, but I know he's still afraid to say it.
He is afraid.
He told me that he takes these 3 words seriously.
Very seriously. Yeah. He is afraid. I would say May. May is it's more plausible. Yeah. He wants to say it though. He really does.
All right. Her next question is, I'm trying to figure out the reason Max sometimes reacts when being ridden. My feeling is it's a mix of something is a bit sore, but it's not serious on his back. The energy of the farm as well as him being a bit stubborn. Am I right?
Yes, definitely. I do get that there might be actually a vertebrae that sometimes is sensitive, is what I hear. Okay, so it does feel medical.
All right, and her last question, Marie Loon says, you mentioned I'd meet my boyfriend's parents before he leaves on deployment. If that's still the case, do you see when?
It feels to me like it's coming within the next few weeks. So get prepared, I hear. Be ready.
All right. Thank you so much, Marie Loon. That is it for her.
All right.
Also, I have to just do the puzzle piece.
Oh, the puzzle piece is up again. We are here.
One moment here.
Can I shake it a little?
Hopefully this works. I think I have to move the camera. Sorry, everyone.
Oh no. Shaky, shaky.
Hopefully my fingers aren't in the screen.
Oh, they might be, but that's okay.
All right.
We all understand how that goes, right?
Yes.
Not much that you can do about the puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yes.
Good.
There we go. All right, and that was it for Marie Loon. Thank
Awesome.
you so much. Our next question here is from Candy O. Hello, Candy. Who gets 5 questions.
Sounds good.
Their first question is, hi.
Hi.
The last time we talked, you said Rocky and I will get back together. Will it be this year or next year?
This year. Yeah.
Candy's next question is, I haven't seen or heard from him. Do you know when I will see him?
It still feels like it's a few months. I would say in the summertime. Yeah.
Her next question is Rocky talking to other women on dating websites?
Yeah.
Candy's next question is, when we get back together, will it be stable this time or back to on and off?
I will say it's mostly stable, but I do still get that in and out energy, okay?
And Candy's last question is, does he love and miss me?
Yes. Yeah, most definitely.
All right, thank you so much, Candy. That is it for her.
Awesome.
Our next question is from B. Matthews. Hello,
Hi.
B. Welcome back. They get 10 questions plus
wow.
one bonus question here. Thank you
My
so
goodness,
much.
you guys, amazing.
All right, their first question is, hello, ladies. Rebecca, you said it won't be that bad under Trump, but it already is now that the U.S. seems aligned with Putin. Is Trump a Russian asset?
Yeah.
All right, their next question is, will there emerge a new leader in the next election that will restore our Constitution and reinstate lost rights, such as trans rights for Americans?
Yes.
Or will we be stuck with another Republican president again, such as J.D. Vance?
No. It'll be a definitely, I hear, by then, it will change. People will want the change, and it will be a positive change, I hear. They compare him to Obama, so.
All right. B's next question is there a reason why Pete H. would stop the monitoring and investigation of Russian cyber infiltration into the U.S.?
Feels like I was told to. I was told to stop. Yeah. So will say it feels to me like somebody behind the scenes knows something already and has told them to stop.
All right, their next question is, will Russia win the war against the Ukraine?
No.
Their next question is, will Zelensky survive the war?
Yes.
All right, B's next question is, do you see how long Putin will last on this planet?
Oh, that's a big question. They say 17 more years, so yeah, sorry. That's not gonna be the way out of it.
All right, B's next question is, will my ability to travel internationally be negatively affected by the U.S. government? In other words, will I not be able to travel internationally?
You'll be able to travel, I hear. Yeah.
Their next question is there a reason my older sister has so much anger and resentment towards my younger sister?
It feels to me like it's a past life thing. They had a very complicated past is what I hear. And a lot of, they were enemies, I guess you would say, or like on the opposite side of lifestyles. And so although they knew each other, there was a lot of conflict in this past life. So it's carried forward for them to resolve.
B's next question is, will my sisters ever get to a place where they get along? It's really sad to not be able to have all my families together at family gatherings.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it, honey, sorry.
Their next question is, just checking in again on when Kia will move to the United States to be with me.
So it still feels like it's going to be happening. I would say there is a bit of a postponement now just due to the circumstances of things. Okay, so they're saying as early as 8 months. I do hear that it was supposed to be sooner, but now because of some of the, we'll say, political things that are happening, it's been pushed a little bit, okay?
All right, and their last question here is, will Kia and I overcome my move to Maui, which will most likely put a strain on us given the further distance and more difficult time differences?
Yeah, you guys will work it out. It's all good.
All right, thank you so much. That is it for them.
All right.
Our next question is from Kimber Pel.
Hi, Kimber.
Kimber gets 5 questions here.
Awesome.
Kimber's first question is, good afternoon, sweet ladies.
Good afternoon.
I ended up with a flare-up of diverticulitis and on meds for a week. Now I have a yeast infection. Do you see it going away soon?
Yes, I do hear to avoid breads right now, okay? And sugary things, it's hard, but just try to avoid it. It will go away faster that way.
Kimber's next question is, my Uncle Norman is having surgery for a tumor in his mouth this week. Do you see him doing okay?
I do see, yeah, it looks like it's gonna go well.
Kimber's next question is, do you see my mom and aunt coming in May for my oldest granddaughter's graduation?
Yeah, it looks like it, yep.
Kimber's next question is, do you see how my eldest son Justin is doing with his marriage?
Surviving. Things actually feel a little bit less stressful right now, so it does feel like things are kind of elevated and in a better vibrational energy right now.
All right, and Kimber's last question is, will I be well soon? This week has taken its toll and I have lost weight.
I know, it's very difficult. When you get unwell, it's like a catastrophic, it has a cascading effect. You will get better. Just know that. I hear by April things will be much better, so much improved. But you are still going to be in recovery by April, I hear. So it is going to take a little bit of time. But yeah, you'll get better.
All right, thank you so much, Kimber. That is it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Julie Starkey.
Hey, Julie.
Who gets 10 questions
My
plus 1
goodness.
question.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Amazing, hey?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Julie's first question here is, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Joe has been calling a number back to back and that person hasn't answered for days. Can you see what this is about? Gut is telling me it's Joe not being honest with me again.
Okay, so it does feel like a female energy. It doesn't feel like it is what you're thinking. I don't get the sense that you need to worry about it, but it does feel to me like it might be something. I'm almost feeling like it's either medical or something to do with his health is what I'm being told. So it's not what you're thinking is what they're saying.
All right. Julie's next question is, Joe's messages about us and being together again, are they sincere?
Absolutely.
Her next question is, do you see Joe and I being able to work through our relationship if I don't go back to Missouri to work? I feel like I need to stay in Texas with my father in my home.
Yeah, I hear you need to stay, and it does look like it'll work out, so I wouldn't worry. Yeah.
Julie's next question is Joe keeping me from financial and emotional abundance? I'm trying to set boundaries with him and see how things go.
I would say there is a little bit of anchoring energy, so yes, somewhat, but not fully. So he's not completely in the way of your abundance, but definitely has a bit of an impact, yes.
All right. Her next question is, my dad said he feels lost. Can I help? Do you see how I can help him with this feeling?
You know, it is very important to be a listener for him. And there's not much that you can do to help him find his way, but it does feel like bring him back to or help remember the things that brought him joy and peace. What did you want to do when you were younger, Dad? What are the things that, you know, make you feel complete or have made you feel complete before? So it's like asking those types of questions will help rekindle for him some memories, is what I hear, that will help him find his way.
Her next question is, I had a dream that my mom had asked you some questions on a live. Does this mean she has a message for me?
I would say so. Yeah, usually that is, you know, when we dream like that, it is definitely a message. Let me see what it is here. Okay, so you don't need to be the strength for everything. It is important that you're there. It is important you are where you are right now. And I'm helping is what I get, okay? It is very interesting. I'm being shown it's an old telephone, like the roto ones, you know, the ones with the, that's what they're called, right? Rotophone? Something like that. But yeah, she's showing me that, and she's like, she's had conversations with you this way in your dreams is what I'm hearing. It's like the message is loud and clear. Just you do need to stay put. That would be the biggest thing that I hear from her.
All right. Her next question is, my dad and I have been purchasing lottery and scratch-offs sometimes. Does Spirit believe we need to lay off on purchasing these?
Yes. However, it does look like there is a small windfall from one of these. It feels like a scratch ticket, but it's not a big amount, okay? So don't go crazy.
All right. Her next question is, my niece Bree has been complaining about stomach pain that goes into her back, burning sensation, sore throat, and nausea. Do you feel there's an issue, or has it become a part of her reality due to always thinking she's sick? She seems to have stomach or nausea issues often. Yeah, and I do hear that there is an issue. What I'm being told though, so whenever we have stomach issues, that is emotional. It is emotions that we're either not working through or emotions we're trying to push down, that type of thing. I am being shown, however, that there might be a bit of an ulcer starting. So I would get that checked, okay? Her next question is there anything for me to look forward to in the month of March, or anything Spirit thinks I need to hear for this month? I don't see any big changes for March. However, energetically speaking, it does feel like you're doing a lot more opening up, especially to the spiritual side of things. So it does feel like there is going to be a lot more, I'm going to say spiritual communication, and I'm being told not to tell you not to be afraid. It does feel like there's a lot more spiritual support. You're going to need that, I guess, because there does seem to be some shifting in your life that is going to require that you feel supported by the universe, okay? And you are. You very much are. Her next question is, I've been manifesting financial abundance. Do you see this happening for me? It will come in. It's still about, I would say around September probably is when you're going to find that abundance shift the way that you're asking for. So keep doing what you're doing. It really comes down to your energetic relationship with money needs to shift a little bit so that you feel good about money. Remember, money is just like anything else. It's energy, and the momentum of how we feel about that energy is what's going to bring it in for us, okay? So I would work on your relationship with money, but yeah, it's coming in around September. All right. And for Julie's last question, they say, donate.
Nice.
You rock and would love to help another raving fan.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Thank you so much,
honey.
Julie. All right, let's all give Julie a big thank you. And this is perfect timing because we are actually past our 80,000
Wow,
now.
you guys.
I know.
Amazing.
Job. All right, so because Julie is giving away her last question here, we don't get to do just 10 free questions. We can do 11 free questions. How crazy.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much, Julie, and thank you everyone for tapping away and getting us past our like goal.
Amazing. Thank you so
All right.
much.
For those of you that don't know how this works, please put in a yes or no question here into the chat. Please only one question. You can spam that question as many times as you'd like though. And again, please do make sure that it is a yes or no question, all right? And include your name with your question as well. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, let's do our 11 free questions. Thank you so much, everyone. Our first free question here is from, let's see, I believe it's Ebony K, who says, does Matt's E have romantic feelings for me?
Yes.
Our next question is from, let's see here, Rebecca. Rebecca says, will my next job be within the same industry of my current job?
It will, yep.
Our next question is from Maureen. Maureen says, will I meet my forever person this year?
No, next year I hear.
Our next question is from Chrissy. Chrissy says, will my boyfriend G find a good job this month? He's been so stressed out.
I'm not getting this month. I do hear it will be the end of April, but starting in May.
All right. Our next question is from Dana Hardesty. Hello,
Hey,
Dana.
honey.
Dana says, is there a clog in my wall to the dryer that keeps blowing the fuse on my dryer?
Yes.
All right. Keep us posted on that.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from, let's see here, from Crystal. Crystal says, will I stay with Ameriprise Financial or move to LPL Financial with Steve?
You'll move eventually, I hear, but not right away.
Our next question is from Anthony. Anthony says, will I see an increase in finances by the end of this month?
End of May.
Our next question is from Marina. Marina says, will Danielle come to Paris to see me? What to expect? Thank you.
So it's just a yes or no, honey. Yes, I do see a trip to Paris, yes.
Our next question is from, let's see here, from Nicole. Thank you so much for those gifts. Nicole says, will I get a primary teacher position overseas? Thank you.
I do hear you will. However, it does feel like it's later than when you're thinking. So it's not going to be this cycle. It's like the following cycle is what I hear.
All right, our next question is from Peyton. Peyton says, will Tim ask me out on a date this month?
About 5 weeks away.
All right, and our last free question here is from Erica. Erica says, she says, am I possibly pregnant or will I be this year?
You will, not yet, you're not, but you will be pregnant this year, I hear, yes.
All right. Thank you so much again, everyone, for tapping away and getting us to our like goal. And of course, thank you so much, Julie, for donating your last
thank you,
question
honey.
there. You guys are amazing.
Amazing.
Feel free to keep on tapping that screen, and once we make it to 120,000 likes, I'm confident we'll make it there because you guys are some awesome tappers.
Absolutely.
Once we make it to 120,000 likes, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yes. Also, our list is closed for this live, everyone, so we will not be taking any more new donation questions to be added onto the list. We are just finishing off everyone who has already donated. But remember that at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers and a live audience member. So make sure to stick around until the end. We also have an email sign-up list in the link in the bio. Make sure to sign up there to be notified when we go live and to stay connected with us. Also, brand new announcement. Email questions will now be going up to 10 euros per question, but we now have a Patreon where with your subscription you will now have access to email questions 24/7 at the same rate as the lives.
Yay!
Woohoo! Awesome. All right, thank you all so much. That's it for the announcements for now. Let's get back to our list.
The Patreon is in the link in the bio, guys.
Oh, yes.
That's okay.
That too. Thank you. All right, back to our list here. Our next question on our list is from Terry B.
Hey, Terry.
She gets 10
Oh my
questions
goodness.
plus one bonus question. Thank you so much.
Wow.
All right, Terry's first question here is, can you tell me around what time Gay will pass? I'm thinking around June. She has turned so evil. It's not her. It seems she's lost her mind.
Well, she has. Unfortunately, she has. I'm not hearing yes to June. However, I do hear summertime yes.
Terry's next question is, and Bill, do you see what about him? I believe shortly after because of broken heart.
Yeah, I would say 3 months later.
All right. Terry's next question is, now my hernia surgery went very well. I'm getting some pain in my right side. Is that just healing or did I do something wrong?
No, it's just healing, I hear. I will say it's kind of like overcompensation is what they're showing me. So it's like you're using muscles you wouldn't normally use because of the surgery.
Terry's next question is, my son seems to be doing so much better. What do you think? He has had 2 treatments.
Definitely. And it's only going to get better, I hear. Yeah.
Her next question is, my primary wanted to put me on a statin, but I wouldn't, so I got red rice homeopathic way. My sister and her husband both had high cholesterol and it improved. What do you think? Will it improve?
Absolutely. I will say you know what's good for you, and trust that intuition. It's coming through for a reason.
All right. Her next question is, do you see anything else going on with my health that I need to be aware about?
Circulation, I hear, but you are healing, so that does make sense. So you got to make sure that you are still moving, but don't overdo it, okay? But you definitely need to be a little bit more mobile, I'm hearing.
All right. Her next question is, Chris and his wife are fighting a lot because of court. Do you see how that will turn out? He still hasn't met her.
It looks like it, here's the thing. It is a complicated situation. I do hear that it is going to work out. Yeah, I would say it's not as big of a stress as it seems. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is there something here, is there someone here trying to tell me something?
Well, you have a lot of spirit activity around you, just because you are open and receptive and you do call it in. I wouldn't say necessarily trying to tell you anything specifically other than staying open, staying receptive. The information will come when it's needed is what I'm being told to tell you. So I'm going to say it like that.
All right. Terry's next question is, she says, do you see how I am doing spiritually?
Much more open. It does feel like this surgery kind of gave you an opportunity to slow down momentum because, you were always really busy with things, especially with distractions, and you've been able to slow down. So you feel a lot more open, you feel a lot more receptive, and your clairaudience seems to be a lot more open as well.
Her next question is, she says, is there anything else I can do to become a better person?
Just living authentically, honey. That is the most important thing. So speak your truth, live your truth every day. Don't let people step over your boundaries, and be the person that, my favorite saying in the world is be the change you wish to see in the world. So if you see somebody on the streets and the very first thought should be empathy and not like hate or disdain, so change your thoughts and your habits, but be the change you wish to see in the world.
All right. And her last question here is there any crystal I should have on me at all times?
Well, it changes. Currently, I would say that you should be working with amethyst. I also do see smoky quartz right now. Tourmaline is helpful. especially because it helps with negativity. And you do have a little bit of that around you. It's not you, but it is in your energy field because it is around you. So, but it changes, honey. So it's never going to be at all times.
All right. Thank you so much, Terry. That is it for her.
Amazing.
Our next question is from Alesia M. Hello,
Hey, honey.
Alesia. She also gets 10 questions
Holy.
plus one bonus question.
Amazing, you guys.
Thank
wow,
you.
you must have missed me.
Definitely. All right, Alesia M. Her first question, she says, "Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Luca and I met last Sunday. We talked about what happened, and I think I said what I needed to say, but
Yeah.
I'm afraid it didn't come across how I wanted. Do my guides say our meeting was good and that he took our conversation seriously?"
He took it to heart, I hear. Yeah.
Alessia's next question is, "Somehow it doesn't feel like he is different.
Mm-hmm.
I was hopeful that after what happened, he would make more of an effort. Are things still falling into place? I'm afraid to repeat the same cycle and him pulling back."
They are going to fall into place, honey. And, you know, it's not an instantaneous change. It is a transitional change, but change is happening. Most definitely happening.
All right, Alessia's next question is, "There was an issue where he broke my trust. He couldn't give me the full clarity I wanted, but he agreed that what he did was wrong and that he's sorry. I still have some questions. Should I talk to him about it again or trust that he's sorry?"
He is sorry. I would say that you will later talk about it, but first rebuild the connection, and then you can have that conversation once he feels secure and safe that the connection is there.
All right. Alessia's next question is, "Lucas said that he has no contact with G and that he hasn't seen her in weeks. But my friend told me her sister saw Luca with G a couple weeks ago. Did he lie to me or was my friend's sister wrong?"
No, your friend's sister was right, I hear.
Her next question is, "You said that no meeting would take place before April and that by then his wake-up moment would have already happened. However, the timeline has shifted and we met last Sunday. What does this mean? Did he have his wake-up moment earlier?"
No, he has not had his wake up moment. But I will say timelines can be shifted just by our desire of pulling them forward. So I'm not surprised that you pulled for that sooner than waiting. But it's fairly close to April. So it's, you know, he hasn't had his wake up call at this point yet. He will though.
All right. Her next question here is, "You said once the shift happens and he's ready to be open, it will shift pretty quickly.
Yeah.
If the shift didn't happen yet, do you see when it's happening? Still by April? I'm waiting so long for it."
Yeah, I do still hear April. It feels like he had to kind of experience this conversation with you first. And you're going to be a little bit different, which is going to trigger things. So you're not falling back into place the way things were before. It's going to take some time, which is going to be sort of an epiphany, I would say.
All right. Her next question is, "Do you see how he is thinking or feeling regarding our connection?"
So wanting to fix it, it definitely feels to me like the draw is there and I want to make things better. I feel stupid is what I get. And so there's a lot of regret and just really feeling stupid about the situation.
All right. Her next question is, "At the end of our conversation, I told him I'm not open to something casual and that he should decide what he truly wants. He said he'd think about it and get back to me. Will he address it soon? So far, he has only sent 2 short messages."
Yeah, I'm not seeing a conversation around that for a couple of weeks, I would say. But he will address it, so it isn't something that he is thinking about it. It's just, it feels like he's not ready for that kind of commitment and really doesn't know how to be ready for that. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Just have some patience.
Her next question is, "I also talked with Luca about getting counseling for his trauma and fears, but he said no and that he already went when he was 14 and it didn't help. He then suggested doing it by his own, by himself. Will he change his mind or will he be able to get better without counseling?"
No, he definitely would need an external support in that. I don't see him changing his mind anytime soon. However, there will come a time where he will be ready to talk about it, and that will help.
The next question is there anything I can expect for the next couple weeks regarding the connection with Luca? Will we get closer?
I don't see closeness happening quite yet. I do see more communication, but it feels sporadic, and it does feel a little bit shallow. I'll say it like that. It doesn't feel like they're very in-depth conversations. They're just a little bit more of like, hey, how you doing? And touching base kind of energy.
All right. Her next question here, and I believe this is her last question. She says, yes, we just did what can I expect for the next couple weeks, right? Yep. Perfect. Her last question then is, I try to stay positive, but after our conversation, I felt my fears coming up.
Right.
Do my guides have any encouraging messages for me? Anything I can look forward to and focus on? Thank you for your help.
It's only going to take a little bit of time for him to come around, okay? So don't be afraid. Don't be worrisome. It really is just about him catching up to you. You're ready. He's not quite, but he wants to be. And so there is a desire for a shift, and there is a want to change. So give it time, be patient, and it's going to happen. So you just have to wait.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Alesia.
Mm-hmm.
That is it for her.
Awesome.
Yes. All right, and I am going to go over our list quickly here, everyone. So if you have donated and you are wondering when you are coming up on the list, I will go over that right now. So again, if you are wondering when you are coming up on the list, if you donated before the list was closed, just keep your ears open for your names. I am going to go over that right now. All right, next up on our list, we have Erica A. No, 1 second here. Okay. Next up on our list, we have Lucas, then Jennifer Bowman, then Despina Cianao, then Rael Z, then Matild GP, then Brianna H, then Meta G, then Ashley M, then Patty A, then we have Punam Kangura, then Liia B, then Marina V, then Andrew Baker, then Shikina Thomas, then Stephanie Seana, then Alyssa Jarvis, then Cassidy S, then Rebecca Combs, then Anushka R, then Ebony Carol, then Kira B, then Sherry D, then Danielle FAO, then Crystal Emite, then Sporty C Ki, then Pauline Tesco, then Shamil Jones, then Kim White, then Vanessa H, and that is it. Also, Erica A, could you please head over to the live support now? So Erica A, please go to the live support now, okay? Thank you so much. Send them the email that you used to donate, and just stay in the chat with them. I see that you said I will send questions. We will need you to send those before the live is done so that they can be read on the live. We don't accept those after the live, okay? So again, Erica A, please go to the live support now to send over your questions, okay? Thank you so much. All right, back to the top of our list here. Our next question is from Lucas. Welcome back.
Hi, honey.
Lucas gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Lucas says, I did end up renewing my lease at the new apartment this month. Do you see when my partner and I will both be living together at the River House?
I am being shown summertime, honey. It doesn't feel like, although you've renewed, it doesn't feel like you'll be there the full term.
Her next question is, any hints from Spirit for my son's next employer? You're right, and they let all the managers go, so I'm hoping he finds a job. He loves quick, that pays the same or better.
So I do see a job coming in right away. Something with the name White in it. It does feel like he's going to find it right away, so it's not like 3 weeks away is what they're saying.
All right, her next question is, my dad has been very down since his heart attack. He was told he couldn't do the things he used to for a while. Will he bounce back and love life soon? Eventually.
It takes time for healing. A couple more weeks and he will start to feel a little bit better. I do hear that some of it is energy. It's residual from the heart attack, so it will get better, absolutely.
Lucas's next question is, 1 second here. All right. Lucas's next question is, starting my spiritual business, do I advertise as a counselor, medium, or something else?
I would go with the mediumship. It feels to me like that is more in alignment. It's more than that, however. So I would go more along like, we'll say like a soul coach kind of thing. We're doing it more spiritual advisor. That's what I'm hearing. Not so much coaching, but spiritual advisor is what I would go with. Because it's not just mediumship and it's not just coaching with you.
All right. Lucas's last question here is, do you see when my daughter-in-law and my son... One second here. Okay. Do you see when my daughter-in-law and son will really be talking and working things out in a good way this time?
Yeah, I'm hearing not until July. It feels like they are talking on and off, but July seems to be a good month for them.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Lucas. That is it for them.
All right.
Our next question here is from Jennifer Bowman. Hello,
Hey,
Jennifer.
honey.
Jennifer gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Jennifer's first question is, was Rob pulling away so I would break up with him?
Yes. Yeah.
Jennifer's next question is, did he even love me?
Yes.
Her next question is, was he talking to and or being intimate with any other woman while we were dating?
No, I don't get that.
Jennifer's next question is, did he leave work anytime from Wednesday night to Saturday afternoon with another woman?
No.
And Jennifer's last question is there any chance I will meet my soulmate in the next 2 years?
Yes, I hear.
All right, thank you so much, Jennifer. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Erica A. Thank you so much for sending those questions over.
Hello.
Erica gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Erica's first question is, my last day is today with my company. Do you see how soon I will start working?
I heard 5 weeks. It feels like you kind of need to take a break. So if you can afford to, don't rush going back.
Erica's next question is, I'm concerned about possibly having a financial hardship while not working. Will my next job be lucrative or will I face financial hardship?
No, the next job is definitely financially abundant. Yeah, it feels like it's going to be a really good change.
Erica's next question is, my dispatch interview is scheduled tomorrow, and with the extensive background and testing behind it, assuming that I pass all with advantage of having internal help, if or when do you see me stationed behind taking those calls?
You can be starting, I'm hearing as early as 3 weeks, but again, your guides really do say if you can hold off for 5 weeks to do it, but as early as 3 weeks, I'm hearing.
All right, her next question is, my living hood is being tested and up in the air. Do you see when I will be moving into my new home?
8 months, I heard.
All right, and Erica's last question, she says, I've been seeing David more often, and the energy feels lifted and positive. I don't want to assume, but do you see what the energy around this new shift is turning into a romantic relationship in the future? Still on track?
Absolutely, it's still on track. And it does feel to me like he's got less stress, so something's shifted for him, which has opened his heart a lot. It's really made things much more improved, I would say.
All right.
All right.
And Erica says, thank you, Rebecca, for your guidance and advice.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. All right, that is it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Carolina H. Hello,
Hi, honey.
welcome back. She gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Carolina's first question, she says, hello, beautifuls. Hi. You mentioned seeing my relationship going to the next level of commitment next year. I'm assuming that means engagement.
Right.
Do you see what season engagement will be? Thank you so much.
Early part of the year, they say spring.
All right. Her next question is there anything my guides would like to say to me?
So your intuition has been opening up more. It really feels like you are more of an empath and you feel your environment. So pay attention to your gut instincts is the thing that I'm being told to tell you. And that intuition is bang on. So please try not to ignore it when it comes in, okay?
All right, and her last question is, I know he loves me, but I'm just curious as to know what goes through his head about me. Thank you so much, lovely ladies.
You know, there's a lot of fantasies. We're going to say that. And a lot of I will say good physical fantasies, but also like imaginings of the future. So it does feel to me like quite open to you, quite receptive, and quite in love. Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much, Carolina. That is it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Despina Siena.
Hey, Despina.
Hello, Despina. She gets one question here.
Sounds good.
Despina says, hello, my lovely Rebecca and B. Hope you are well.
You too, honey.
Could you please give me an update of how Gianni currently feels about me and him? Thank you as always.
Okay, so there is a lot of thinking. I'm like thinking a lot and holding on to the past. But it feels like reminiscing energy. I feel like there's a lot going on inside, and I have this desire or this need to work things out or make it happen, make it work is the energy that's behind it. A lot of thinking about the past. It comes up a lot recently. So something has shifted there.
All right, thank you so much, Despina. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Rael Z. Hello, Rael.
Hello, Rael.
Who gets one question here.
Okay.
Rael says, hello, ladies.
Hi.
My question today is, am I working on myself the best way I should in order to keep on attracting good things into my life?
I would say so. You know, I think the thing that is the most valuable for you to know is that you are staying conscious and aware. Aware of your thoughts, your feelings, and your expression. So as long as you maintain an honest and integral personality and you stay in that alignment, you're moving along fine. Definitely.
All right, and Raquel says, thank you very much indeed, Rebecca.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Our next question is from Matild GP.
Hello.
Matilde says, hello girls,
Hi.
good to see you.
Thank you, you too.
Did Yusuf feel jealous when Maydok kissed me on the cheek?
I hear yes.
All right, thank you so much. Our next question is from Brianna H.
Hi,
who
Brianna.
Says, yes, hello. She says, is the appointment I made for Friday the right choice?
Ooh, I get a little bit of resistance. It may be that it's, yeah, I would say no. It does. I get a lot of resistance with it. So whatever it is that you're doing, it feels like there's a pushback to it.
All right. Thank you so much, Brianna. Our next question is from Meta G. Hello.
Hey, Meta.
Meta gets one question here.
Awesome.
Meta says, hi ladies,
Hi.
good to see you.
Good to see you, honey.
Will I get the apartment I have been texting on? Fun fact, my mom is born in it. Thank you as always.
Wow, that is crazy. I just got shivers from that. It feels like you will. I would say just make sure that everything is as they say it is, okay? So it does feel like there might be some hidden issues with the place or something that's not being upkept. So just make sure on that, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Ashley. Hello,
Hi,
Ashley.
Ashley.
She gets one question here as well.
Okay.
Ashley says, will Desmond and I reconcile working on ourselves individually now?
I do get a sense that you will, but it still feels like there's about 5 months before it happens. So continue to do what you're doing for yourself and don't focus so much on the reconciliation, more so on being a better version of you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Patty A. Hello,
Hey,
Patty.
Patty.
She gets, let's see here. I think, yes, this is the same Patty, I believe. All right, she gets 2 sets of questions here for 6 questions.
Okay.
Her first question, Patty says, hello.
Hi.
You said Eddie will move closer to our connection end of March, early April. Is this still on track?
Yes.
Her next question is, do you see Eddie inviting me out to dinner soon?
I'm not getting a yes to dinner. I do see you guys going out together, but I'm not seeing it being like a dinner date.
All right, and Patty's last question is it a good idea to have him work with me in my new side hustle of bartending?
I get a no. Sorry, it doesn't look like it will be a good thing. Jealousy is what they say. A lot of jealous energy there.
All right. Patty's next question here, she says, can you tell me when you see me finding a job?
It looks like it's going to be in May.
Her next question is, can you tell me what kind of job I will be doing?
It does feel to me like it is something to do with the public. I would say it's more of a retail type of situation. It doesn't feel like bartending, or it doesn't feel like anything like that. It feels like you're doing some kind of retail. And it might just be something that you take in the meantime.
All right. Oh, and this is a different Patty. Wow, they have very similar names.
Interesting.
That's crazy. All right, and Patty's last question here. This is still Patty A, different Patty. She says, will the job I get be something I like and be happy with?
You will like it, and it is an opportunity for you. It's going to be different from what you're used to. It's not what you're staying in, though. It's, again, it feels to me like this is something temporarily that you're going to be doing just to get by, until it feels to me like eventually you're going to do some kind of self-employment or something that you are in charge of. But that is a little bit later. You need something in the meantime, is what they're saying. So it isn't going to be your forever job, if that makes sense. Okay.
All right.
And that was a different Patty, right?
A different Patty.
So which Patty was that one? Just so that we can get the time.
Patty Aragine.
Okay.
So both are Patty A, but they're very similar last names, I'll say.
Wow.
The first one was Patty Aguirre, and the last one was Patty Aragine.
Oh, wow, that is very close. Amazing.
It's okay. They know which questions were
perfect.
there, so
Perfect.
No
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and thank you both so much for clarifying that. I know it can be a little bit confusing, especially if you're both Patty A.
Yeah. So thank you also.
Yes, no problem. All right, so we just finished with Patty Aragine. Will the job I get be something I like and be happy with?
That's right.
All right, our next question here is from Punam Kangura.
Hey.
Hello, Punam. Welcome back. Punam gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Punam's first question is, hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Happy to see you guys, and my trip was fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you for guidance. My first question is, do you see what is coming up for me this month?
Okay, so it does feel like things are kind of introspective. So we're looking inside. It's about you going in, clearing out some old momentum, some old energy, and I really hear some childhood trauma. So we're going to be working on ourselves, is what I'm hearing.
Punam's next question is, my little sister is sick and taking meds and feels sleepy, but she's having illusions like some gray-haired lady trying to give her a hug. What is that?
Oh, okay. So it is definitely an energy that is around. I feel a grandmother energy. However, they present, so the way that it's being shown to me is like, it's not grandma, it's like great grandma. And it feels to me like an energy that's trying to support. That's why it's coming in like that. It's like, I'm trying to let you know you're going to be okay. But it does feel to me like it is part of the family line.
Punam's next question is, will my son pass his medical assistant test this time since he failed recently, but it's coming again soon?
Yeah, I do hear. Yes.
Punam's next question is, some stomach issues came back 2 days ago. Am I getting any evil eye issues?
No. It does feel to me like it is emotional. Just some of that stuff that I was talking about earlier where you're ready to release. And so it is going to come up physically like that. So it can come up as like, constipation or upset stomach or nausea, that type of thing. But it's energy you're ready to clear. That's why.
All right, and Punam's last question is, are there any messages from my spirit guides?
So things are going to start to shift, but it is important that you do this next step of purging, okay? If you can, write things down. Really, it's a lot of energy around family dynamics, so we've got to purge some of that out, especially when it comes to rivalries, I'm hearing. So let's write it out and then burn it so you can release it, okay? But that is something that you need to focus on first before the next steps can come in, okay?
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Punam. That is it for her.
Okay.
Also, did you need to have a quick bathroom break or anything?
No,
like
I'm
that?
okay for now.
You're all right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
I think I'm good.
Okay, good. All right. Our next question here on our list is from Liia B. Hello.
Hi.
Who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
And please let me know if I am pronouncing your name right. All right. Liia's first question is, will I be moving soon? Will there be any trouble?
I don't see, I hear 4 months you'll be moving. No trouble around it, but it's about 4 months away.
Her next question is, I haven't received my cycle February. Is it possible I'm pregnant?
Ooh, I get a confirmation on that, so I hear yes.
Keep us posted.
Mm-hmm.
All right, her next question is, will things get better for me?
They will. It does feel to me like it's going to be a little bit later this year. Around October is when you're going to start feeling the relief of things. Okay, honey?
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Marina V. Hello,
Hey,
Marina.
Marina.
Who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Marina's first question, she says, hi from France.
Hello. Oh, from France.
She says, is it safe for me to sign the contract with the gallery?
I hear yes. However, I do hear read the fine print, okay? Something in there that isn't in alignment.
Marina's next question is, will my exhibition be successful and bring me more jobs and contracts?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, and Marina's last question is real love on its way to me soon? Thank you.
About 10 months. So yes.
All right, thank you so much, Marina. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Andrew Baker. Hello,
Hi, Andrew.
Welcome back. Andrew gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Andrew says, hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
I'm struggling with the whole Christy thing as we are constantly at each other now. Do you see when this is supposed to change?
I do see improvement about 3 months. It's back and forth like this for that long, okay? So there is a shift, but it is about 3 months from now.
Andrew's next question is, do you see when I will actually see her next if I do?
Oh, you will. I'm hearing May.
And Andrew's last question is, will she regret the way she was being with me?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrew. That is it for him.
Okay.
Our next question is from Shikina Thomas.
Hi,
Hello,
Shikina.
Welcome back. She gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
All right. Shikinta's first question, she says, hello, you guys.
Hi.
My teacher failed me in patho. I'm super discouraged to move forward in this nursing program. Should I stay at this school or look to transfer?
No, stay, honey. It feels tough right now, but it is going to work out, okay?
Shikinta's next question is, do you see what the outcome with me and Jeremy will be romantically after he has his baby? Will we get back in a relationship at some point?
I don't hear that it's going to be a committed relationship. I do see that there will be some physical contact, and I do see that there will be some, it's more of a casual thing. I'm not seeing this being committed. It feels to me like there's just too much, we'll say too much going on or too much pulling on one side.
All right, and Shikinta's last question is, do you see what Jimmy's energy and feelings are towards me currently?
Intrigued, open, definitely drawn. So being pulled towards you is what it feels like. The heart is very open, ready, and receptive is what I'm hearing. It's a good thing.
All right. Thank you so much, Shikinta.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Stephanie Sigana. Hello,
Hello.
Stephanie. She gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Her first question, Stephanie says, I'm not sure if my other questions went through from Saturday, but I have additional ones. I think we answered her earlier.
I think we did, yeah. So go and get your timestamp.
Yeah, after these questions.
After these questions, not yet. Let us answer you first, and then you can go to live support and get your timestamp for the questions that we answered from earlier. I think they were right at the beginning.
Yeah. All right. Stephanie's first question then, she says, I'm curious to know what you see helping me be successful once I launch my business.
Okay, so your online presence is a big thing. Showing people who you are is what your guides are saying. So really be authentic, be truthful, be honest, and show people what you do. Okay, so using your online platforms. A lot of them I hear.
Stephanie's next question is, do you see June or August as an ideal month for my Euro travel?
I am hearing August, yeah.
And Stephanie's last question is, I'm nervous and insecure at the moment with all these goals I'm trying to achieve. Are there any messages to help me with this?
One step at a time, honey. You don't have to achieve it all at once, and just know that this is a year where you get to say what you want and the universe makes everything fall into place. It is not going to be difficult. Your manifestations are on their way. It has to take a little bit of time for it to come into the physical for you. It's already happened though. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Stephanie. That is it for her.
Awesome.
Our next question is from Alyssa Jarvis.
Hello, Alyssa.
Alyssa gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Her first question is, hi ladies.
Hi.
Will Joshua change his perspective about the situation in our relationship that separated us in early January?
I get there will be a shift, yes. It does feel to me, however, I'm firm in my decision. There is a shift in looking at it differently, but it doesn't change how I react to it, okay?
Her next question is, Joshua has been focused on a test for work and hasn't been addressing the situation that occurred, but we've been in contact. After he takes his test soon, will we develop a fresh start of a relationship and reconcile?
I'm not hearing a reconciliation immediately. It does feel like you will have to rebuild. You're literally at ground zero again. So it isn't going to happen quickly and it isn't going to happen easily is what I'm hearing. It does feel like after the test that there is going to be some, relief and I'll feel like I can breathe again on his side, but I'm not getting a yes to it being, we're going to jump into a relationship together. It doesn't feel like that.
All right, and Alyssa's last question, she says, do you see when reconciliation will happen, if there is any between us?
So communication happens again, I would say by the end of May, where things are a little bit more amicable, or we're talking a little bit more profoundly, would be the word I would use. But it doesn't feel like reconciliation is something that you guys are ready for at this time. You've got to do some healing and forgiving, I hear, on your side. And same on his, is like, I gotta let go. I gotta recognize the error of things.
All right, thank you so much, Alyssa. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Cassidy S.
Hello.
Cassidy, who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Cassidy's first question here is, I have 2 jobs. I do sales and bartend. Should I do sales part-time now or wait until it gets warmer to go back?
I hear to wait, yeah.
Cassidy's next question is, I also have 2 different job opportunities with bartending. Is it in my best interest to work for Pops or Campers, or maybe part-time at both?
No, I hear campers.
And Cassidy's last question is, Ryan has been very distant after last time we saw each other. Do you see when I will hear from him?
I do hear it's about 3 weeks. I'm going to say, though, it feels like there's going to be some kind of contact. Maybe it's like social media, something like is liked or whatever, but communication is about 3 weeks.
All right. Thank you so much, Cassidy. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Rebecca Combs. Hello,
Hey,
Rebecca.
honey.
Welcome back. She gets 5 questions here.
Sounds good.
Her first question is, hi, lovely ladies.
Hi.
Do you see when my son Brandon will be meeting his future wife?
Oh, it looks like this is going to be about, I'm going to say 1.5 years.
Her next question is, will Emily deliver my grandson early?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Her next question is, do you see how much my new grandson will be weighing?
It feels like a healthy 7'2" is what I'm being told. So 7 pounds, 2 ounces.
Her next question is my granddaughter Athena going to be okay with her new baby brother?
Yeah. It takes adjusting, but yeah.
All right, and her last question, Rebecca says, Emily says she's not sure who Athena's dad is. Can you give me a name?
I don't get a name, but they do show me an M. So the individual has an M in their name or like starts with an M.
All right. Thank you so much, Rebecca. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Anushka Renaud.
Hello, Anushka.
She gets 3 questions here.
Awesome.
Anushka's first question, she says, hello.
Hi.
You said to take it slow and not rush with Kyle T. Are you seeing that I should take things slow when it comes to meeting between dates and intimacy, or what tangible actions should I take?
So I would say the intimacy aspect of things. I would not rush into it. You want to keep the interest, we'll say. I'll say it like that.
All right, Anushka's next question is, Kyle T is a shy guy. Do you see what he truly feels about me? I just want this to materialize into a romantic relationship.
Well, definitely finds you interesting. I would say loves your mind and the way that you think and the way that you express yourself is what I'm hearing. Very interested in you. Yeah.
All right, and Anushka's last question is, do you see when Kyle is going to ask me to be his official girlfriend if it's in the cards?
Oh, that's still months away, I would say. So not anytime soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Anushka. That's it for her.
All right.
All right, and I see that we made it to 160,000 likes. Great job, everyone.
It's been a while since we got that high, hey?
Super tappers. Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, that means that we can do another 10 free questions,
it's 5.
right?
5.
What is it? Did we do 120? I don't think we did.
Oh, we didn't?
No, we didn't. We did 100.
Oh, you didn't say anything.
Yes, because the list is so long, so we just kept going.
So it's 10 free questions! Yay!
Here, let me just double check just to be sure.
No, it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we did,
Yeah, you're right.
we missed 40 and then we went to 80 and then we did 11 because we had an extra from Erica.
right.
Yeah, so.
All right, so that means that is another 10 free questions.
Wow!
Thank
Amazing! You guys are fantabulous.
Thank you so much,
That
everyone.
is great tapping. Wow.
All right, that means keep on putting in, if you haven't started, put in your yes or no question here into the chat. And we can do our 10 free now. Thank you so much again, everyone, for tapping away and getting us to yet another like goal. You guys are amazing.
Amazing.
And thank you so much, all you moderators who have been helping
Thanks,
and
guys.
keep everyone tapping as well. You guys are amazing.
Yes.
All right, our first free question here is from Raquel. Hello, Raquel.
Hello, Raquel.
Raquel says, am I traveling abroad this year?
I'm not hearing this year. 10 months from now is what they're saying.
All right. Our next question is from Sherry. Sherry says, will Dean and I live together in 2025?
No.
All right. Our next question is from, from Carrie. Carrie says, will Miles and I start a relationship soon?
Yes, I hear. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Chrissy. Chrissy says, is Roger the right person for me?
This isn't your forever person. However, I do hear that there is a lesson to be learned here, so it is a good connection. Yeah, but they give me a P name for your forever person.
All right. Our next question is from Shaz. Shaz says, did Shane block me because I ignored him on Friday?
Yes.
All right. Our next question here is from Helen. Helen says, will I pass my theory test?
You will. It feels like you're just going to pass, but yeah, you will.
All right. Our next question is from Selena. Selena says, will Alberto agree to buy a home with his brother even though I don't approve of it?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Our next question is from, let's see here. Just to remind you, everyone, make sure that your question is a yes or no question, all right? Only yes or no questions, please. Our next question is from Maria. Maria says, will I be able to eat dairy like yogurt soon?
No, honey. Your system has not, it won't recover and be able to, I hear. Yeah. You could try doing a goat, so Greek yogurt, but not cow.
All right.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Joanna, who says, am I embracing my role as a light worker in the way I am supposed to?
You are. There's more to it. But yeah, you are.
All right, and our last free question here is from Ginny. Ginny says, will I pass my driving test this month?
Yes, you will, honey. Yeah.
All right, keep us posted on that. Thank you so much again, everyone, for all of the tapping.
The tapping, it's so great.
You guys are amazing. Our next like goal is 200,000 likes.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see if we can make it there before the end of the live. So keep on tapping that screen. Once we do make it there, we can do another 5 free questions from the comments.
I would be very impressed. We haven't done that in a long time.
I think that we can make it.
Oh, well, I hope so.
Also,
tap, tap, tap!
Yes. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers and a live audience member. So make sure to stick around until the end of the live for that. We also have an email sign-up list in the link in the bio. Make sure to sign up there to be notified when we go live and to stay connected with us. Also, brand new announcement, email questions will be going up to 10 euros per question, but we now have a Patreon where with your subscription you will now have access to email questions 24/7 at the same rate as the lives. It's definitely worth signing up to the Patreon, everyone. That is super exciting.
It is, and you can find that link up in my bio.
That's right. All right, thank you so much. Let's head back to our list here. Our next question is from Ebony Carol. Hello,
Hi, Ebony.
Who gets 3 questions.
Awesome.
And welcome back.
Yes.
Ebony's first question is, will me and John give our relationship another try in the future?
Yes, you will. Yeah.
Her next question is, will John ever regret how he has treated me?
So there is going to be a time that, yes, the regret comes through. I do hear, though, it's still a bit before it happens.
All right, and Ebony's last question is, will John try to live with me once I get my apartment this summer?
I hear ya.
All right, thank you so much, Ebony. Yes, we did do, will John ever regret how
That's
he's
right,
treating me?
yeah, yeah.
Perfect. All right, our next question here is from Kira B. Hello,
Hi, Kira.
Who gets 1 question here.
Sounds good.
Kira's question is, will I be approved for my childcare the next time I do my recertification later on this year for my daughter?
Yes, you will.
All right, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Sherry D. Hello,
Hey, Sherry.
Who gets 5 questions.
Awesome.
Sherry says, do you see when I will sell my house?
I'm hearing no sooner than 3 months. It does feel like there needs to be something done first before you will be able to sell it. So I would say like declutter or minimalize it. But yeah, I see decluttering.
All right. Sherry's next question is, do you see when I will find new work?
Okay, so I am hearing end of May, beginning of June, it looks like. Yeah.
Sherry's next question is, he said he loved me. Will Dean reach out to work on our relationship?
Yeah, it does look like, yeah. It's not immediate, but in time. I hear about 2 months before you guys actually get to a place that's good.
Sherry's next question is, will Dean and I travel to see each other soon?
You will, yes, you will see each other soon, but I'm not hearing as soon as you're hoping. So it does feel like there's a little bit of time before it happens, okay?
All right, and Sherry's last question is, does he want us to be back together?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Danielle FAO.
Hi, honey.
Danielle, welcome back. She gets 5 questions here.
Awesome.
Her first question, she says, hello. As there is no communication between Rudy and I will be reaching out to the mediator as Rudy has not made his monthly support or on our settlement payments. Can you see how he will feel about this?
I mean, he won't be happy about it, but you have no choice. So it's irrelevant.
Her next question is, can you see why he has not made the payments?
I do hear it's a struggle to make it this time. So it does feel like a little bit of hardship.
All right. Danielle's next question is, will Rudy and I still reconcile after reaching out to mediator?
Yeah, you will.
Her next question is, you previously mentioned that Rudy and Denise are seeing each other again and that he feels stuck. Can you elaborate on how he feels? Like, does he have feelings for her?
No, it's almost like I feel like I don't have a choice about being connected to this individual. Not so much that there's feelings, but like I can't change the situation because I don't have other options is what it feels like.
All right, and Danielle's last question is, are there any messages for Rudy and I, please? Thank you so much for all your guidance.
Don't lose faith there. I know sometimes it can feel like it's taking forever to get to the end of what you're wanting, and I do hear it is moving. The momentum is there. You have to stay open and receptive to the connection between you and Rudy, okay? So don't get too, I guess don't close yourself off is really what they're emphasizing for you, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is it for Danielle.
Perfect.
And she says, thank you so much for all your guidance.
My pleasure.
Our next question is from Crystal M.
Hi, honey.
Crystal, who gets 5 questions.
Sounds good.
Crystal's first question, she says, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
James and I ended our relationship on 12/27, so...
December 27th.
Yes. And have been in no contact since. Do you still see us reconciling our romantic relationship?
I hear yes, still.
Crystal's next question is, will James break no contact and reach out soon via text or call?
Not a call. I do see it being more of a texting thing. Yeah.
Her next question is, a new person is trying to step forward. His name is Brian. Should I accept his invitation to date?
I would say that if you do, keep it casual for now. Don't rush anything. I don't get resistance to you connecting with this individual, but just don't rush.
Crystal's next question is, should I accept his invitation to date? Like, would Brian make a good partner for me long term?
I think so. What I hear about this individual is that I haven't been, we'll say, as successful with relationships as I've wanted to. So there is a desire for a successful relationship, which is also what you're looking for, is somebody who can have a relationship and be committed without issue. So I would say so. This is something that they're wanting.
All right. And for Crystal's last question, she says donate.
Oh, amazing.
Thank
Yay.
you so much, Crystal. All right, let's all give Crystal a big thank you. She's giving away her last question here to one of you in the comments.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Feel free to put in another yes or no question, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Yes, honey.
All right, our free question is for Audrey R. Hello, Audrey.
Hi,
Welcome
honey.
back. Audrey says, does my boyfriend Josiah E. regret hurting me and talking to other girls behind my back?
There is a lot of regret there. I will say there is a desire and a wish to have done things differently. So I would say so. Yeah.
All right. And thank you so much again, Crystal, for giving away that last
Yeah,
question.
thank you so much.
And we're already close to 200,000 likes.
No
so keep on
way.
tagging everyone. We're only
Oh my gosh.
4,000 likes away.
Shut up. Really? That's
Yeah.
amazing. Wow. I love it.
Thank you
Love
so much,
it.
everyone.
That's amazing. We have not been this high in a long time.
Yeah, it's been definitely been a while. All right. Our next question here on our list is from Sporty C Ki. Hello.
Hello.
Who gets 5 questions.
Awesome.
Their first question here is, I've been in connection with Valentine online for about 2 years and only met once accidentally. When I went surfing and he said he doesn't know me. Is the one I met online and the one I met in the water once the same person?
No.
Sporty's next question is, do you see what will unfold between Valentine and me in the near future?
You're not gonna like what I have to say. It looks like they're showing me it fizzling out. So I see a separation or a fizzling out of the energy. And I see somebody new coming in for you. So there is a new vibration, a new match, a lot more aligned here.
All right, and Sporty's next question here is, I'm dating Seamus, but still feel Valentine's energy all the time. Whom would I end up marrying as a life partner?
Neither one. Neither one. There's a new energy coming in.
All right, Sporty's next question is, do you see when I'll be in a solid functioning relationship and get married?
Okay, so those are 2 different questions. I'm going to go with the married part because I hear that's what you want to know. Marriage for you will be in 2026. It does feel like it will be the fall, okay? So it's more towards the end of 2026.
All right, and Sporty's last question is there anything to know about my work and job?
I do hear that, it feels to me like repetition and monotony. Things are going to shift with work, and it does look like there's going to be a change in where you're working, but not for about 8 months. Okay, so in about 8 months, there is going to be an opportunity that comes up. You're going to change jobs, is what they say.
All right. Thank you so much, Sporty. That is it for them.
Awesome.
Our next question is from Pauline Tesco. Hello,
Hi, Pauline.
Pauline gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Pauline says, hello.
Hi.
Things are getting a bit better with Patrick. Do you see us in a long-term relationship after my divorce?
Yeah, it does feel like it. I will say, though, it does feel slow to get to that long-term connection, okay? So you guys aren't there yet, but yes, you will get there.
All right. Pauline's last question, her next question here, she says, will I be in my own place by summer? I'm trying to get the strength.
I'm not hearing summer, I hear September.
All right, and Pauline's last question, she says, will Patrick accidentally get me pregnant? Should I stop worrying?
I don't hear pregnancy right now, so I'm not worried. I would say not yet. No pregnancy.
All right, thank you so much, Pauline. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Shamil Jones. Hello. Who gets 5 questions.
Sounds good.
Shamil's first question is the energy still that Gerald will ask me to be his girlfriend?
Yes.
Shamil's next question is, do you see the intimacy and connection growing stronger between me and Gerald?
Definitely.
Shamil's next question is, will I be able to trust Gerald going forward in this connection?
Yeah, I hear that there have been issues, but I also hear no more. So yes.
All right. Shamil's next question is, will I visit Chicago with Gerald this year?
No, it doesn't look like it.
And Shamil's last question is, will Gerald tell his kid's mother about me?
Eventually, yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's it for Shamil.
All right.
Our next question is from Kim White. Hello,
Hi, Kim.
Who gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Kim's first question is, good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
I had a mammogram last week, and they called me back for more testing. I'm waiting for those results still. I'm trying not to worry, but it's really hard. Will they find anything?
I hear that they will, but I'm also hearing it's okay. So I'm not getting I'm not getting the warning bells that I normally get, so it does look like things are going to be okay.
Kim's next question is, I just started the side hustle at the beginning of February. Will it bring me in good, consistent money?
Eventually, it will. It takes about 4 to 5 months, okay? But stay persistent and consistent, okay?
And Kim's last question is, if I start FBA with Amazon, will I succeed and make money doing it?
You would. Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Kim.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
And we are on our last question here.
We
on
made
our
it.
list from Vanessa H.
Hi, honey.
Vanessa. Last but not least.
Right.
She gets 5 questions here.
Awesome. Welcome back, honey.
Oh, and your timestamp was 222. 2 hours, 22 minutes, 00.
222. And I will say 222 is all about relationships and partnerships, so it makes sense.
All right. Vanessa's first question here, she says, good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon, honey.
The house that we live in, my son was planning on buying. We had a price and now it may change. Will we still buy this house?
Yes.
Her next question is, if not, do you see me finding a rental soon or the landlord giving us time to move?
I don't see you moving. Yeah, so I see you staying.
Vanessa's next question is, I've been manifesting lots of things. Do you see anything changes happening soon?
I do see your manifestations coming to fruition, honey. It's got to be, some of them will happen at the same time, but it's not everything all at once, okay? So yes, your manifestations are definitely coming to fruition. I will, hands down, say yes.
All right, Vanessa's next question is, any financial gains soon?
I'm not seeing a big shift for about 6 months, but yes, I do see that there will be a shift in a positive way where more money is coming in about 6 months.
All right, and Vanessa's last question, she says, is there anything from my guides?
So your dreams are important right now. It does feel like you've been having some louder or more profound dreams. So please, if you can, record them, write it down, keep a book beside your bed and write down those dreams that do stick out. There is information coming in that way, and it is important and vital that you do record it, okay? So please pay attention.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. That is it for her. And we have made it to the end of our live. And we did it! 200,000
I
likes.
cannot believe it. You guys are phenomenal. Wow, your fingers must hurt.
Thank you so much, everyone, for building up those finger muscles just for us. You guys are amazing.
Yay! Okay.
That means that it's time for another
5 free questions! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Great job tapping, everyone. Thank you so, so much.
Definitely.
All right. Feel free to put in a yes or no question here yet again into the chat. You can spam it as many times as you like. And after the 5 free, don't go anywhere because we will be doing our giveaways as well.
Yes.
All right. Our first free question here is from Rebecca Bell, who says, will I get a stable full-time job by the end of this month?
No, it's about 3 months away, I hear.
All right, our next question is from Sia Manola, who is our top 3rd gifter. Thank you so much. Sia says, will I find love soon?
Yes, love is coming in this summer, I'm hearing, by July.
All right, our next question is from, let's see here, from Olivia. Olivia says, will Louis reach out to me this month or April?
I'm hearing that, no, it's still about 2 months away. So, not yet. Not yet.
All right. Our next question is from Courtney. Courtney says, will I conceive a little boy soon?
I'm not seeing, I'm being shown pink, so when you conceive, it will be a girl.
All right. And our last free question here is from from Steffi. Steffi says, I want to quit my job. Is this the right decision?
I hear to wait. I would say not yet. About 7 months from now is what your guides are saying, okay? Find something to replace what you're doing before you quit. So don't just quit on the spot. Make sure you have a backup.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much again, everyone,
for
all of the amazing tapping, all of the gifts, for sticking around till the end. It's now time for some giveaways.
All right, we're going to do a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers here on the live, and an audience member. If you've been here before, put your name in with a purple heart. If you are brand new, put your name in with a yellow heart and start spamming, okay? Before I do the poll, I am on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So if you aren't already following me on those platforms, please do come over and follow me there. Follow me here on TikTok as well if you're not already. And again, we do have our emailing list. So if you do want to get email notifications when we're going live, when email questions, well, I guess it's different now. So it's not when email questions are available, but when we're going live, classes, courses, and events, we do have a lot going on this year. So go sign up for the email list. You can find that up in the link in my bio under sign up list. We now do have Patreon. So if you want to do it, sure.
All right, so just to rephrase that, email questions will now be going up to 10 euros per question when they are available. Of course, no problem. Yes, so when they are available, email questions will now be 10 euros per question. But we now have a Patreon where with your subscription, you will have access to email questions 24/7 at the same rate as the live, so they will stay at their normal price, basically.
Right.
Thank you so much, everyone who has already signed up for that Patreon. Also, if you have signed up for Patreon, all the Patreon subscribers, please check your junk mail for your email question invites, okay? That is the only way to do those email questions. Don't just send an email.
No.
Make sure to check for that email question invites, okay? Yeah. That will allow you to use that link.
That's right.
All right. And that is it. Now
yeah.
It's time for giveaways.
Now it's time for giveaways. All right. So let's do our subscriber first, and I saw the number 4, so let's do 4 big scrolls.
Sounds good. All right, ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Our
subscriber winner is Vanessa. my Nessa for you.
My Nessa for you. You got a free question. Sorry, I had to straighten that out a little. It was a little crooked. So what you're going to do, honey, is you're going to head up to the link in the bio, go to the I Am Winner page, fill out the information there. Congratulations, you won a free question. Thank you so much for being a subscriber.
Yes, and I believe she was our last question on the list there, so thank you for all your patience.
Wow,
being
honey.
the last one on the list. I know it was very long,
It's a
but
long
thank
list.
you so much.
I know.
All right, now it is time for our audience winner.
Audience, let's do 3.
3 scrolls.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, and 3.
Our winner is. Oh, these are questions. Okay, there we go. Our winner is Laura. Laura 21692.
Laura
Who
2
was
1.
you?
Oh, awesome! You got a free question, honey. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna head up to the link in the bio, go to the I Am Winner page, fill out the information there. Please do put your usernames in, guys, just so that I can verify that you are the winner. Yeah, you won a free question. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the live, and make sure you're following me.
Yay!
Yeah!
Congrats, Laura. All right, and last but not least, it's time for our top
Gifter!
Thank you for all of the gifts, everyone. Top gifter is Veronica.
Veronica!
Thank you so much.
All right, Veronica, you got a free question. Wait, I'll do this there. Can you see it? It's a free question. You know what to do, honey. Head up to the link in the bio. Go to the I Am Winner page. Fill out the information there. Thank you so much for always being my top gifter when you are on. Lots of love to you. All right. You guys are amazing. I cannot believe we got to as many likes as we did. Thank you so much. Don't forget to sign up for the email list so that you do get notified when we're going live. You'll never miss a live again. We turn the button on as soon as we send out that notification, so that's why our list was so big. You can get on the list. We do have a cap, so there's only room for so many. As we get busier and busier, it does get harder and harder to get on the list. So make sure you are signed up so that you know when we are going live and you can get your questions in right away.
And make sure to check out the Patreon if you are interested in that. If you're someone who regularly likes to get email questions, it's definitely worth it to sign up there.
Yeah.
Because not only do you get a discount, but you have access to those email questions 24/7 outside of when we are doing the live.
That's
so,
right.
Yes, definitely check that out through the link in the bio. And thank you so much again, everyone, for a great live. Thank you, moderators. Thank you so much. I believe all of our moderators were on, so
Wow.
thank you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yes,
Thank you,
definitely.
everybody, and we will see you on the next live.
Yes, see you all next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.